Good to go?
I think so.
Right. Just gonna make sure I've got everything sorted.
You were supposed to do that before we went live.
I know. One thing I had to check. One thing I had to check is another thing dropped on me. It's fine.
Yes. Highly
Hello.
professional game that we don't have webcams for tonight because Tiny Chat sucks.
Tiny Chat doesn't want to work. Hello, everyone. And welcome to tonight's episode of Blood and Sand. We last left off the Dawnbringers, the ragtag group of misfits coming from Duskhaven, from places in the north of the Ironlands, from far across the reach in Black Marsh, to even the mighty mountains of the world turned into slaves and brought into as warriors. Here this motley crew stands. All together now, they stand against a opponent and a threat to not only themselves and to this country, this continent, but to the entire world and maybe even beyond. Demons and fiends are being rallied together in a conglomerative force, using the Tyrontium and Peronius, the god of tyranny and a prime devil prince, and Peronius being a prime demonic prince, were long dead, but their forces are being allowed back into the world by the means of cultists and dark magic. A great altar had been used in the center of the arena of this great city of Distoon, this very large city, a very gladiatorial Roman theater, with a call upon from Muradin by the Forged Domain cleric Buckley Calibra. The altar was sundered by the efforts of the god and divine intervention. Now the party make their way through the sewers of Distoon, whilst their allies on the surface are fighting to take control of the city, as the city itself is being bolstered in its forces by demons, by slave forces and devils, as well as the basic guards of the city. The party entered the sewers and fought a son of Apronius, a mutilated and malformed Baelor, and struck the beast down after a long and staggered combat. They found several bearded devils to have come to attempt to enter this fray. As they were regaining their composure after the fight and killed these adjoined individuals, the party made their way up a set of ladder stairs up to a small pedestal that would lead into one of the buildings within Distoon. Very perceptively, the party managed to locate 2 glyphs of warding and disabled one, allowing them to have safe passage through. As they did, the dwarven fighter was not yet up, but Shimmer, the dragonborn sorcerer, poked his head above and received a crossbow bolt to the chest by Oguatar, the servant of the Talon organization, who their leader, Alexandros Crumblebottom, is one of the major, if not the major element on the mortal and material side, allowing this chaos and anarchy to spread. He has since fled down the corridor, and we continue with Nosdo Gatebreaker, dwarven fighter clad in heavy plate with a large round shield and a heavy hammer, the iron hammer in hand, step up, and you now see him at the end of the corridor. What do you do?
Smash!
Okay, well, if you're going to
Ugly guy, I smash.
I need you to roll initiative.
Ah, shit.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Screams!
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, that's a good roll. Let's roll for Oguatar.
If you hear occasional background noises from me, I do apologise.
You'll be fine.
I'll try to keep it to a minimum.
Okay.
Oh, a lot of tens.
Hi, Kaz. Heart.
Hmm.
I'm talking to stream. Don't worry about me.
Hi stream,
That's
sorry
okay.
for the technical difficulties this week.
So, now, so Gatebreaker, you're first in the initiative order. What do you do?
Well, I can't smash because fucking distances.
You can run at him.
5. I'll move myself up there. Is that it? Yeah. And then I will meat hook him.
Ooh.
I forgot how this works.
It'll be a disadvantage due to the range of the weapon.
Okay, well let me just
23 to hit. That's still going to hit, but I need this
Hang
to
on.
be a disadvantage. As
12. No.
Balls!
we're checking. Nah, he manages to, as the hook, you lunge it out forward like some minute, compact, metal-clad pudge. Launch out the hook, and he manages to just duck low out of the way, and the hook flies back to your grip, and that goes. That was one attack.
Yes. That's
Yes.
within the range.
Range is 20 to...
40.
I'm 25 away. I'm 30
He has
away.
disadvantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, he's 30
Yeah,
away.
because it's
Once it
So
goes
it's in
past 20,
the
it's a
higher
disadvantage. Yeah, he's in the high range, which means he's at disadvantage.
Oh.
You still have another 2 attacks, though.
Yeah, I have. No, I have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
I almost said I have 3. I wish. Oh,
So roll for disadvantage.
pick of returning. Yeet.
That hits.
Woo!
AC of 17. Now he must make a strength saving throw. For a half orc, he's not that. And you watch the first time the hook comes out. He pulls out of the way and he pulls back into the pose, and you just yank the hook so the hook comes back, sinks into his shoulder, and pulls him towards you.
Well, the
Right.
hook's still out, and he needs a bit of yanking.
Okay, so Grunt's gonna go on at 22. We'll say, Grunt, you can go directly after Nazdo.
I forgot I had advantage on initiative.
Because
Go
you went
ahead.
all ragey rage.
No. That's probably a miss as well.
Well, he's pulled. Yeah, he's only pulled. He's not knocked prone. So, no, I'm afraid this time he manages to just. No, the thing is, the hook's in him. So I'd say this will be a contested strength roll if you just want to keep pulling him with the third attack.
Yeah, I'll bring him to my face instead.
Okay, so that's going to be another contested strength check between you and him. That was a
Lol. Oh wow, that was a terrible roll.
He says rolling a 19!
No,
rolled
I
a
rolled a 7.
plus 12.
Jesus Christ!
Hey, you can't talk.
I am nowhere near the strongest member in the party either.
Speaking of, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Grunt, you can clear that ledge. You're Grunt. I'll say, even from
I
a
believe
standing
I'm
position,
about there.
if you want from a standing position, make an athletics check to, because you're jumping over people. It'll
That's
be at
it.
advantage because you're raging.
I was about to announce my rage. That is correct.
You have to do it anyway for your advantage.
No, that's only if I'm surprised. Actually, I get the bonus to initiative regardless of whether or not I'm raged.
I have to look at that, but you're raged anyway, so make an athletics check with advantage.
Sure.
So you guys just watch as a good 7.5 to 8 foot of muscle just boings. For a brief moment, Buckley isn't the only person with a mustache as Mario fucking hops you. So you get to there. So you get to there, and I'll say that took you 5 foot of movement to do because you're Grunt. That's the 20, and that's to... You could definitely dash up.
So I can't make that in 40, can I?
No, so that's 20, and then 20 would take you to here.
Oh, so I am
So-
in range.
You
Hey!
would just be in range. This poor bastard.
Good.
Oh, and he took 7. Please bear in mind, I have no sympathy for this character, I'm just aware of the fact that even the worst goose in the world, you feel pity for it when it walks into a commode.
Do not compare this man to a goose. That is insulting to the geese.
Grunt.
I would like to make a 2 reckless weapon attacks.
The Hammer of Thunderbolts, go ahead. You absolute unit.
There's a 33 hit.
I have to check his AC, but I think it'll hit.
Oh, what about 31? That's a little lower.
No, he parries it with third. No, I'm joking. 46 points of damage. You know in animes where people are imprinted into a wall?
Oh, like that time Nozda with the dragon.
Yeah. Actually, Grunt, make a strength check.
Sure.
I
I have advantage on those because of right.
You guys watch as Grunt slams him. So you're the only one who really sees it. Grunt slams him with the first strike, and the wall behind him indents and crumbles a bit. And she swings again, and she literally embeds him into the wall to the point of you're aware that that wall isn't too thick, and he's halfway out of the building through that wall with a hook in his chest or shoulder, back of his shoulder. Excuse me.
Oh shit.
So he's having the worst day.
Good.
But he
Like
is
something
somewhat...
I've got to war.
Really? No.
Okay, let's be fair.
Kratos
Grunt is
wishes.
like something out of God of War.
No. Kratos wishes he could get a woman like Grunt. If you tell me
Indeed he does.
Faye was actually Grunt, I'd have believed you. Anyway, that's your turn.
Yep, that's me done.
Delmara!
Okay then. So, excuse me, Shima. Push past.
Just jump on his head. Just bounce on his head to go on.
Scamper,
And
scamper.
if you want to do that, do an acrobatics check, by the way. But
I mean, I'll just walk past him and climb up the ladder.
okay. You can see, as you get up to the top, to the point around the corner, you can just see a bit of dust fading away, and there is Ogwatar pinned into the wall by Grunt with the hammer. The hammer is already caked in blood as he's just almost like projectile blood just from the mouth from internal bleeding.
I just smirk at him.
I have a quick glance back and smile at my door and say, "Friend of you."
I just calmly walk up and I go, definitely not. Though I still have his knife.
Why do I want you to just shadow step him and kill him with his own knife?
Because that'd be hilarious.
It would be hilarious. And I technically could, I suppose.
I just smile at my daughter and say, "Perhaps you should return the knife."
God damn it!
I wasn't going to, but since you guys are encouraging me, sure, I'll just shadow step around, because I'm sure there's going to be enough shadows. Is there enough shadows? I should clarify that.
Yeah, there's enough shadows here. It's dimly lit.
Okay.
You can definitely shadow step to there easily.
Okay. And, yeah, if I fucking miss now, that would just be hilarious.
Hang on, wait, no, you might miss. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Wow, I might actually miss!
AC 17.
Yeah, I actually missed, wow.
If only you had a bonus attack.
I used my bonus action to shadow step.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you rolled a 6.
Twice.
I find that hilarious.
I find that very funny as well.
Okay, so you dash in and with the knife out, you swing towards him, but there's that moment of recognition in his face. And he knows full well that you've just shown up, and he just pulls out of the way, and the knife swings, and basically there's like a small pendant on his neck, and you just cut the chain of it. That's how close.
Oof.
And that's your turn?
Yeah, action, bonus action, movement, done.
Okay.
Alright.
Running is not going to work.
No, not with these. Not with these two right here.
Fighting
You
is
can
not going
certainly
to
try.
work. So you just watch as he pulls out a whistle, and just blows it.
Oh, balls.
And he
Look out,
blows
moon pigs are coming!
Ash Kurban turns the corner, confronting you for you stealing her hammer. He blows it as loud as he can, and then he's going to bonus action to disengage and try to run. But I'm going to get him to there.
So, who has Sentinel
I've
here
got
again?
Sentinel. Creatures provoke attack of opportunities. Attacks from you even if they take the disengage action.
I
before
am
leaving
aware
your-
he's doing that more so the other people can't stab him.
This poor man, this is just cruel.
Goes to run. Bound to the fucking.
He better hope that he doesn't. He better hope that I miss because, otherwise he becomes 0 movement.
I'm aware.
Can I make reactions reckless? You'd think I'm no, but
No, you can't. It's only on
Right.
your turn you can make an attack record.
a 20.
Still gonna hit.
We're just bullying this man now.
This
Well, I
man
could-
went. I'm going to run.
I like
I'm
to
not
think as
going
soon
to
as he
run.
goes to run, I just hook the hammer in between his legs and then just pull back.
Well, you do something to his legs with the hammer. He turns to run, and he has that moment where his left leg is outstretched too far as he's like moving with the right, and Grunt was already arcing the hammer back, and the knee just disintegrates underneath the pressure, and he just falls down to one leg, screams out as loud as he can in utter agony. Ah! And yeah, he had 120 health, and then you lot showed up. Now he's at 35.
Jesus.
Yeah, you lot
You
hit
want to come
hard.
and finish us off?
Actually, no, he's still got his action on his turn, so he's gonna just do what he would do. He's
Yeah,
gonna
well,
try and knife
I'll
down
lash
her.
out.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Actually, no, he's not.
That's a shame.
Watching that moment of recognition, he looks between you lot, and his hands make a gesture as he uses Path of Leverness, and
He can do that?
as this
Not
kind
legal.
of
Shit.
Little bug nose ninjutsu.
you now stand in the middle of the corridor. You're aware that the enemies are probably aware of your presence. Dawnbringers, what do you do?
We out of initiative now?
You saying this wall is cracked? There's something on the other
Quite
side.
heavily.
There's something on the other side of here.
Just a moment, I was on another map. I, for
Like
some
this-
reason,
this-
clicked on the same other map. God
this-
damn it.
Sorry, did the guy run away or die?
Magically
He
teleported the fuck
teleported
out.
away. He
Cool,
tried to.
if teleported, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to run away, and he very firmly got stopped by Grunt.
Yeah, I was watching the stream and I missed the bit when you said teleported.
Okay.
I'm going
There
to
is-
assume that just in case he went invisible, which I doubt he did, but because I know he shouldn't be able to move that quickly, I'm going to take another swing, and even if it just hits air or hit the wall,
Sure, swing, and if you hit the wall, you hit the wall.
let's see what sort of damage I do to this wall.
You definitely have siege damage, let's be real.
It's a Hammer of Thunderbolt, so I think it legitimately comes with siege damage.
Yeah. In her hands, it fucking does. Del, you look in a moment and go, is there something on the other side of that? Well, boom! And the wall just shatters, and there's these, like, Nosdo and where Ogwatar was, that 10 foot of space of wall, like, and 10 foot up of it, just caves in, and it goes into a basement. In this basement, you see two individuals carving over a body, hooded in the darkness. You can only just see their eyes in the darkness looking back at you. It's a small figure that is just like clumped up into a ball between them, and one of them has a bloody knife out, seeing that you guys are there. And the two fanatics look between each other and look to you. And Shimmer, it's your turn. Well, depends. I would say everyone else could get up, and then Grunt would have made this attack the next turn.
Yep, sorry.
Well,
Because that's what I was trying to find out. Was because I would have.
I'm going to move up to there and ready an action.
Yeah. I know.
What action are you readying?
I'm going to cast magic missile or anything that comes around that corner.
Okay, noted. Anything that comes around gets magic missiles. But I will show you now the space. Okay, Shimmer, that's yours. Buckley, that's yours. Grunt, you made one attack. The wall caved in. We'll say you moved to here for the sake of ease. What do? You see two people standing over a body.
I'm gonna test my jump, see if it does still come back to me. It's already done its lightning bolts thing, so it will just have regular throw.
Regular throw.
It's a 25 to hit.
I'm gonna
Probably
say
the one
it's
straight
gonna.
from me, by the way.
Which cultists are you in?
Straight in front.
That one right there. Okay. That's definitely going to hit him. And you launch it out, and it just sinks into his. And
Does it come back?
Right back. Bear in mind, you already used the hammer once, so you use that as well. So you just reach back with the hammer in the other hand and launched
that's
it.
me done.
Nazdo.
On mute. There we go. Fuck's sake. Right. Well, because everything's too far away, campaign for equal legs. Fucking.
I think I gave you that hook.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just gonna hook some bitches.
Yeah.
So first, let's start with the one up top. I'm gonna try to bring both of them next to me.
Okay. Nope.
Okay.
You definitely don't. One of the few rolls you would have needed to have missed that.
Oh, for God's sake, this laptop.
I just imagine Nazor is like 99999.
There we go. Apologies. That's the second one.
That definitely hits the cultist. Let's make a strain check. Wow, he actually succeeds.
Fuck it. Have a third one, you bellend.
And okay, let's see if you yank. Yeah, so the first time you stick the hook in, you don't really do the damage. You actually pull it back and you carve a portion of his shoulder out. This is the one who had the knife out, aimed down at the figure, who from this distance you can see is a small gnomish. And you throw out the hook again. This time you sink it into his chest and just yank him forward by the breastbone, just pulling him into you. He screams out in pain, and he's right next to you.
I'm just gonna smile in dwarf.
Smiling dwarf.
Okay, smiling at dwarf's a free action. Let's see now. That's you. That's you. Delmar.
Cool. So what can I see through the gap?
Through the gap, and with the dwarf in your face, you see two humanoid. I know. You're like, ah!
I'm just raising up my thumb to just measure the distance.
As always, Blue. You can see Nazdo standing in front, and he's kind of blocking them. If you want to make an active perception check, you can. That would take your action to do.
Not a fan of that. I'm not just walking.
I'm a walking.
Oh, legs.
Yeah. I will say that this black wall here does not exist.
Which one?
This.
Oh,
the
that's
building.
just. Oh, it's just open.
Yeah, this is just open.
Sweet. Then I can just come around here. Go right there, and hey, I'm
You
gonna...
see...
Yeah, I'm gonna stab this guy.
Sure. And you see at your feet, bloodied and many knife wounds in her, ragged clothes about her, whips, chained pains and marks on her all over her body. Face is bloodied, if not for the fact you know her beforehand. You wouldn't know her now. Pit was black fuse.
I thought so. Does she appear to be conscious?
She is absolutely not conscious.
Okay. Okay.
Whiz.
First of all, deal with this first.
I'll deal with this fucker first.
Yeah.
Sunblade. Oh yeah, you're using the Sunblade. I just do
You got
that.
confused for a second. Wait. That's Buckley's.
No.
Oh, wait, yeah.
We know, don't worry, she just hoards weapons.
It's dead.
Cool, and since I walked open, I have a bonus action free, so yeah, I'm just use a bonus action to pop a minimum health potion in.
With fast hands,
Fast
you do
hands.
that. Yeah.
Because I'm a
Roll
thief!
2d4 plus 2.
Okay, Sadie, I'm sorry, I think my cat just got scared by fireworks. You okay? Oh, I know, they're loud, baby, I know. It's
The
okay.
hell fireworks going off for anyway?
Because people are
It's
assholes.
a very late 5th of November because the 5th of November didn't fall on a weekend, so this is the weekend following the 5th of November.
Ah. You didn't forget, did you?
What the fuck is the 5th of November?
Remember,
Okay,
the
shut
5th
up
of
with the
November.
The gunpowder trees
She's
are in the
forgot
box.
that.
There's no reason why the gunpowder trees should ever be forgot. But it's not in D&D, so we were forgetting it. Move on.
Oh wow, that was piss poor health potion. I'm so sorry.
Well, you saved her from death because she was on 2 death fails. As soon as she just got shined.
Okay, and yeah, that's my turn. That's my movement, my action, and my bonus action.
Okay. You pop the potion in, and the small form of Pit Whiz beneath you just like takes an in breath, like a breath in, and you realize, oh, she didn't breathe the entire time I ran over here. Oh, and it's struggling for breath. Quite clearly, a lot of the wounds are still either open or sore, and she looks like she's been put through hell. And her eyes are just wide. She almost like on her elbows tries to like push back away from you and realize. And that's your turn.
Yep.
She currently doesn't have enough air in her lungs to say anything, so. Hey, Shimmer. Just fireball this whole area, yeah?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but you know, I'm gonna move down to the crowd.
You also, your magic missile, because you held it and you didn't use it till the start of your next turn, you've wasted a magic missile.
Oh.
So that's how that works. You can't hold the spell, because you're holding the magical energy, the spell slot is being used in that. So that spell slot is gone.
Glad I didn't hold a fireball then.
Yeah, that is technically the rule.
That is the rule, so...
I don't like that rule.
Magic missile. Tough shit. Otherwise everyone would just hold a fireball for 6 people to turn a corner.
I mean, that's
I mean,
what we
that's what
normally
delayed
do.
blast fireball is.
I know, and I know the rules too. So, Shimmer. One cultist has a spear or javelin just operating out of his chest and back into Grunt's hand. The other one has been caved in by Dell and by Nazdo.
I'm gonna firebolt the guy.
Sure, firebolt the guy. I'm just gonna do this real quick. You just walk over. Oh, it's genuinely like the scene from Indiana Jones where the guy's doing the sword things. Just dead. It's not even worth an effort. Just the lowest of your magic, and you overkill with 2 damage. So he just dropped. And you are now in the basement. There is a stairway up from the basement right here. So we'll just do a make-believe for me and just say it's here. And you can see light coming down from it, and there's a few like shoddy floorboards up here that you can kind of see a bit. But for Delmara, and when Buckley eventually gets into the room as well with the higher perceptions, blood's dripping from what is your ceiling and the ground floor.
I've made stairs.
Oh lord.
Thank you for fabricating stairs. Thank you.
Fabricate.
You can remove that 4th level spell slot.
Oh.
You don't have to remove the voices. Hubba hubba.
Man, I haven't done a goddamn thing all day.
Hey,
You're also looking at the wrong wall.
If it means you're saving spell slots, I'm okay with that.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing most of the time anyway.
Yeah, Pitwis is just on the floor, shaking. And what are you guys doing?
We had combat?
Well, combat is active throughout the entire city right now.
God.
So
Okay.
technically, no.
Fair answer. In
And
which case, I
enemies
better
are
wait for order this time rather than screw up the...
I will give it a healing word.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Like, Fate doesn't want the girls to get healed.
Game doesn't want her to be healed, Jesus.
Apparently.
It's okay.
That's plus your wisdom modifier, though, isn't it?
Should be spellcasting modifier, yeah. So
How much is that?
4.
4. Back to 9. She's just shaking on the floor, looking about to all of you. Confusion on her face and nervousness to her. She's not saying anything, but she's more or less in the bowels of a panic attack right now.
We're not
Between
really
the
here.
shock. Make a deception check.
Shut up, Shimmer.
And then also move into here.
So you can see things, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just had the icon for crumble up, so that's...
Amazing.
That's fine.
She faints.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. Now she's unconscious. Well, maybe we'll give her the rest that she needs.
A lot of the wounds on her Dell are very familiar.
Shit. God damn it,
Including-
Shimmer, I really could have done with her being conscious.
She's
I
basically
mean,
got
she can deserve a
rags
rest,
on.
to be honest.
Aside from the rag she has on her, she has 2 holes in either.
Shit. Anyone got anything to use for bandages?
Everybody looks at Buckley.
Reaches for underpants.
No.
Oh, I'm
That will
wearing
cause
clothes,
necrotic
so I don't
damage.
really need my my shirt here. If I can just rip a shirt up from my fucking pack.
Make a medicine check to stabilize her. Yeah. Easily enough. You stabilize the wounds. It takes maybe a minute of time to fully tie her down. Grunt, I think, is just eagerly looking at the stairs like, come on, somebody come down and play. Somebody come down.
By my estimation, whereabouts are we, if I have any idea?
Make a survival check.
I know I've been in this city before, but I doubt I've been in this.
You've
general
probably not been
area,
in this
so-
part of the city. This is why it's going to be a very high. You're probably
Grunt smells blood.
Ooh.
literally and figuratively as blood is dripping on top of you, and you look up and there is just blood pouring from the floor above you. It's like seeping through floorboards down in, and it's a very macabre thing around you all right now. Grunt, you have an idea from where you came in, which is probably going to be your best bet. You guys are somewhere within like the more rich side of the city, and you're probably close enough to the keep. This is the only way you have up.
I'm going to hand Dell a regular healing potion to do with what she pleases.
So what do you guys do?
I might just hang on to that for now to replace the one I used. Well,
say
wherever Ogutar's gone, he'll have definitely told people we're here. If the whistle wasn't a clear enough giveaway.
Yeah.
So the element of surprise has now been lost.
And you've been down here for a minute.
Is everything that we can see at this point been revealed? There's nothing. There's no.
Yeah,
corridor.
that's everything that's down there. There's no other entrances. You have blood pouring in from above. That's about it.
Okay, we either go up or we continue down the corridor that Ogutar was in. I don't know what you guys want to do.
Let's go.
Yeah, best to go up.
Okay.
About the whistle. They believe it is a signal to be alert. Let's remind them that it's more to be alarmed. And I use a charge of my hammer of thunderbolts to smack the roof of, not directly above us, but more towards the stick.
Okay.
Jesus, Grun is on form tonight.
Do I need to roll D-door?
If you want to. You smash the
This
ceiling
lets
above.
out a thunderous
boom.
boom
I'm aware.
for 300 feet.
And basically you do this in a way that it does not hit any of your friends for the Constitution saving throw stun effect. Which you just do whenever you throw that bastard and thing. You throw it up, and the ceiling just smashes in and begins caving in. And like the elevator scene from The Shining, just crimson pours down. And unstable, fleshy masses. What look like they're the silhouette of people, but all distinguishing features are gone. It is just people who are just flesh.
Ugh.
They seem like they're either dead or incapacitated. They definitely can't move. And it is pretty much like adult fetuses if they were just entirely covered and just dropped. It is mess of gore, and it just begins seeping down the side where you knocked that down, Grunt. I'm going to say that the crimson mess is now going to just be all over this area here. There's a large crimson mess and waste. About 3 or 4 people.
That's not good.
Ew. Well, do people still want to go up, or should we try the corridor?
We've seen
Up
worse.
is good. Let's make friends.
Grunt, you go up.
I'm waiting to see what they want to do. I'm not just going to charge into my...
Yeah, I guess we'll go.
Yeah, go up.
Okay. You guys make your
Before
way
we
up.
go, I do point at the person on the floor and say, what about your friend?
I don't think we should leave her. I need to speak to her when she regains consciousness.
Buckley, strap it to my back.
She's a halfling, so yeah, I suppose.
I was gonna say either me strap it to my back or Grunt. Yeah, either way. I'll take some more of the strips, the shirt.
Take some rope.
Yeah,
Very
we've got
easy
plenty
to
of
do.
rope.
You got plenty of rope. You tie the small halfling like form to the back of Grunt, and it is like that scene from SpongeBob SquarePants where the massive muscle-bound warrior steps in, turns around, and there's Patrick. So you guys make your way up to the stairs at this point. Grunt and Co. and everyone else, you all make your way up. You look around, and it looks like this is the remnants of a feast or some sort of like special event. The entire floor is just a sinewy mass of flesh. The walls, aside from where the door is, which is up at the top right of the building, is all just covered in flesh that is just pulsating. And there are people all in varying states of decaying and transforming into the things that you saw. There's a large bar area that a portion of it, like about a 10-foot portion of this wall and it are crushed down because of Grunt's hammer smacker. And you look and the flesh is essentially just, it's almost as if something just like washed over these people, but they're all just like in different states of like either death or decay, all basically either pinned or strapped by this material to the tables they're at, or some are standing and, you know, in what would have been fancy, high quality attires are just pinned in these macabre states of death. As we move you up, I will say I had this visual, but I did not have a map for it, so
That's
you know
okay.
what?
It's a very specific description.
Think The Flesh That Hates from SCP. That's basically what you're watching. Just it ain't fucking moving. And the exit way, the X is for where Grunt's mapped, and this is the exit way. All the windows are covered over in flesh. And there is light coming out from here. And in the distance now, you are aware that there is like light coming through past the flesh. Like there's portions of it where it's a thinner membrane, and you can kind of see it, and like the entire room has this reddish, disgusting hue to it. And you can hear the sounds of combat from the other side of the city, where dragons are currently encountering demons, where trolls and drow are bashing in against guardsmen. Definitely combat is still going on over there, and you guys are here. So what do you do?
Well, this place is disgusting. Should we just head out and join the fray, or should we... I don't know. I don't know if we should break out into the surface just yet.
You're aware that this definitely isn't the place where Bertok has her materials anyway.
We don't want to
She
be...
said that would be in the keep. That would be in the keep that she has her.
I mean, to be honest though, like, having reread and everything, Forbiddance really isn't going to be that great. Like, it'll help a little bit, but I'm not really thinking it's going to help as much as it would hope.
You guys are having this conversation while combat is happening outside and everything. You're still in initiative orders.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to say, yeah, the decoration's nice, but it's too warm in here. Let's.
Yeah, just go out.
Okay, then.
Join the fray.
Do you make your way out?
Yeah. I offer Nosdo to go first if he wants, or I'll go.
Dibs.
Denji,
So you break
lead
your
the
way.
way, little bear.
You make your way out, and
I take rear guard.
what's your AC, Lasso?
28.
Like the
Pardon?
casual... No, he didn't stutter.
Yeah, 28.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think everyone just realized how stupid he is. He had a goal at the beginning of this campaign.
Oh shit.
Well, they don't work either. Now let's swap them over to Whisper. I don't know why they weren't. So, also, you step out. 10 bolts. Just, you don't even have your shield up, just bounce off of your armor, and you just see a large, like, amalgamation of chains, like, from two different entities. These beings that seem like they're more made of the chain themselves than flesh, lash them out towards you, and you just raise up your shield, and the blades, like, hook onto the inside of the shield, but you just, like, put your weight down, and they just try to pull, and there's that moment where the chain devils are beginning to move slightly towards you in that moment. You look around the courtyard, and there are the haggard remains of monsters that have been turned into something far worse, like maybe 6 or 5 foot tall quadrupedals, as well as 2 hellhounds. And at the top of the keep, you can see, aiming down from a point, is Ogwatar. And I'm just going to move you. Hey, buddy. Move you here. And I'm going to open up the vision. And we will because this was still a form of combat, we will now just re-roll initiative because of the new form. So just let me just remove this, and we'll go again. Once more with feeling.
Well, so I guess we would have all been stacked by the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, move
I
yourselves
would have
over.
imagined.
Yeah,
I
move
would have been
yourselves
at the
over.
back,
I
but yeah.
just moved him to where I know he is, and I know he stepped out first. Let's see. Yes. God damn it, Grunt.
Hey.
Fucking hell. The Bloodstar Beasts, which you probably remember. Hellhounds. Where are the Hellhounds? Where are the doggos? Where's the doggos? Come here, doggo. Excellent flamey duck. And note to self. Swap that over, because I don't want the channel being swamped. Okay. Alright, so those guys. Ah, yes. I was like, what other entities do I have? Oh, yeah, all the bearded devils. Son of a bitch. I don't have enough of them, clearly.
Don't worry, we can clear the board for you if you want.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Let's see now. Those guys. No one else is going to get involved yet. Turn order settings. Descending. Grunt the Valkyrie. It's your turn.
I would like to rage.
Mm-hmm.
Better mark that before I forget.
I was going to say please do, because you're going through.
Yep, I know. I'm down to 2 more after this. And can you explain this keep to me? Like, he's on top of a little tower or something?
Essentially, he's about like 40-50 feet off the ground, on top of like a battlement, essentially, on top of the keep. The entranceway here has a chain, kind of like a chain apartment, but it just sits over the door itself, and there's 2 heavy iron doors behind it. And essentially, this is all just like points from above. Like, the stairway is down here, and the stairway is here for these as well, so that's how you would get back down to the floor. And he's 50 foot up in that position. And he essentially has like 3/4 cover, because he's just like, aiming out and blasting, as he just tried to do to Nazdo. You see the Hellhounds and the other beasts are, preparing to lunge forward.
I'm going to move here at 40 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to contemplate the little... Not little, but the thing he's standing on, the little tower that's part of the fort, however you would describe that.
Yeah.
Words failing me. Let's size it up. Look in that direction, hold my hammer sort of like an axe, and start chopping this stone tree.
Okay, these are reinforced stone walls. You do have siege damage, but they have a set hit point meter, so... Yeah, it's...
Damn. That's what I was going to do.
You were gonna what? Just shatter the fucking building on me? You're gonna break my building?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
And drop it on
he
them.
broke the
Yes,
city
I do
already,
it.
so...
No building is safe.
I have a magic hammer.
Everyone has magic hammers. Grunt, you want to make this reckless?
Yes, 2 reckless chops at the stone tree.
Okay, go ahead.
27,
That hit the stone tree.
31.
It also hit. That's 48 and 38. That's 48, yeah, and 38. So that's 48, 38 plus 2. 56, 86 damage. You take out a large portion of it, but this is a 10-foot thick portion of building. It's going to take more than like 2 strikes to take it down from your position.
Right out.
But you took out like a large portion of it, like maybe like a 4-foot gap is now been just opened up from it.
Would it be
And-
fair to say the person standing on top of it would have disadvantage having that he's
No,
standing on it?
because it's a very
That's
well
it.
fortified. It's not like a shack or like a rickety tower from a video game, which if something gets hit,
That-
it's just
that's
gonna go. "Yeah." This is built to last. So
That was the risk of
You
doing
can-
something like that, but I couldn't resist. So anyway,
you're just like, nothing is safe from me, not even your stones. Okay, that is your turn, and now it is going to be the Bloodstar Beasts. And it's going to dash to you. Does it have to dash? Let's see. Yeah, that one, last one will have to dash. But they're going to make... Each one is going to make one claw attack at you, and it does have advantage.
yep, because I
Yeah.
made reckless attacks.
Nope.
I'm
And
flanked to
what's your-
hell anyway, so
What's your...
my AC is 18.
Okay.
Not that high.
Only one of them hits you, and basically there's 2 points. Oh no, that's 3. That's 5 down to 2, and that's 2 halved down to 1. So, well, you don't get double resistance. So that's 2 and 2. You take 4 points of damage. That's all. That's already reduced. 4 points.
Oh no.
Don't worry.
Oh
Very
no,
slowly.
my
bite your-
pride!
Oh, I'm
Oh.
so concerned.
Hey Del, it's your turn, you bitch.
Ah! I am concerned.
This must be alarming for these guys. They've attacked twice and nothing's happened so far.
Yeah.
These things are more like crazed and wild feral monstrosities that don't seem to have an interest. The devils next to you are looking at you going, what the fuck?
I'm more worried. I was more thinking about this guy that we broke his knee up.
Yeah, no, he sees you, and he does not like the fact that you're there.
Alright, I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna shank this angry puppy.
Okay. Shank the mutated puppy
Yes.
with the sunblade, which will mean, I don't know, is it a monstrosity or is it a fiend?
I don't know.
It is a fiend, so that is going to be roll additional d8 and add your sneak.
And my sneak.
15 to 36. Nice. It is still.
Cool. And I've
I
got-
need a Constitution saving throw from both you and Grunt.
Oh shit.
You stab
Is this
into
a
it, and
spell?
as you do, you watch as a bunch of fumes just burst out from it.
Ah.
So I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm assuming this isn't a spell.
Not a spell. No.
So 13.
Grunt fails, and Delmara succeeds the con check.
What?
It happens.
Fucking what?
I'm unimmersed.
Let's just check. All creatures with a minute take it or save. Okay, so Del, you take no damage. You manage to cover your mouth in time.
Yay.
Like you shank in, but your other hand is free, and you just cover your mouth. And Grunt, you don't, and you just inhale what is reduced to 6 points of poison damage because of your
We're
resistance.
immune to poison.
Son of a bitch. Okay, poison does nothing.
Fucking got there again.
We had this conversation last time.
It's
Yeah, it
been a
happens.
while.
It's
but
been like
yes.
a month.
Here,
Okay, so
So no damage. You take. Oh, and you don't add 2 more health back because you didn't take it from the poison attacks earlier. These guys were
Oh, okay.
relying on poison to whittle you down, and you ain't got. Just not letting them. Not
Cool.
letting them have fun.
Right.
So never mind that.
Right,
Del, your bonus action.
Yeah, I'll use
Grunt
the
makes a horrid-looking face, like something's really affecting her, like this poison, and then she sneezes, and that's the end of it.
Alright,
Yeah.
Ugh.
Alright. Actually, before I do that, I need to read the wording on a thing.
The thing is that I was waiting for you to say poison. I was like, just say it. Say it's poison.
Just say.
That way I can just go, we're immune to it.
Okay, I guess from here I can see back into the building.
You can do, yes. You can
Okay.
see past us.
Yeah, I'm gonna shadow step back into the building because there's a lot of
Cool.
shit out here. And-
Smart, and the Chain Devils were about to go.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's a bunch of stuff that is begging to swarm me. No, thank you.
Okay, you do that, and now it's the Chain Devil's turn. They say, fuck that to hitting the walking fucking tin can. So they're going to try and chain up. So it's going to be 2 attacks with the chains each, and it's going. Let's see. Hang on.
So the choice
You
is
just
the,
see these-
the sack of hit points or the Tin Man.
Stack of hit points is the only thing really. They're going to animate chains and have 2 chain attacks each on.
Yep.
It's a hit. It's a hit. That's a hit. Basically, just whip the shit out of you, and on their second attack each, they both grapple you. You have to make a DC 14 dex escape check, which will be athletics or acrobatics, on your turn. But they currently have you grappled.
Righto.
I'm just gonna roll up the damage here real quick, because well, I'll add it all together and I'll just cut. Or no, it's better if I do. Let's see. 10, 7.
Grunt, you're grappled. Oh no!
Yes. 11, 17. 4. You take 21 points of slashing damage.
It's already halved?
That's already half, yeah.
Excellent.
And the chains just wrap around you. They just get around your neck, your face, and one just grab your arm with the hammer, like no. And now it's going to be Ogwatar's turn. He looks down at this mess that's beneath him, and seemingly gotten to a point of, really desperate realization of, I can't let that go near me because that's the bad place. He's very aware of the resistances. Aims down at you, and you just see that he pulls a bead off of his off of something in his neck and just throws it down at you. And I need a dexterity saving throw.
At disadvantage because I'm grappled?
But advantage because danger sense.
Straight roll then, as he throws a bead of fireball at you that is going to cast at 5th level.
And then advantage because of spell resistance.
No, double advantage doesn't work. It is just a straight roll.
No, but double advantage doesn't work, but because we're talking a negative still out counter positives.
You
But
have one. No. If it doesn't matter if you have 20 things to give you advantage. If you have one disadvantage thing, it's a straight roll.
No, it balances out.
No.
No, it's like a cease. If you have 2 advantage.
The grapple gives advantage. The grapple gives
Dan's ruling. I'm
okay.
calling it, so it's just straight roll.
The grapple gives a disadvantage, and it doesn't matter how many forms of advantage you have, they'll cancel each other out to make it a straight roll. So that was a straight roll of a 21. It is a success, but you still take 18 points of fire damage because you half that from your resistances. So that is 18. And nothing around you takes fire damage.
Ah, clever.
It's almost like surrounded by things that are meant to not do that. And now that he uses fast hands to throw the item, he's going to make 2 crossbow bolts. No, he's only going to be able to do 1 because he doesn't have time to read. That is a hit. And okay, so that is 23 brought down to 11 points of piercing damage. And you don't take any poison because you are immune to poison. And so yeah, all you take is 11 points of piercing from that as a bolt sinks into your shoulder, and it goes down to the feather tip, and you look at it annoyed. That's your turn. That's his turn. He's going to now use his movement to descend out of view, and he seems to have moved or hobbled some distance away. And that's his turn, Buckley. Yeah, buddy.
Right. Well,
There was a grunt on another part of this map where it's like, what are you doing here? Get out of there. That does not belong. Anyway.
What happens to Pitwoods?
Shit.
Oh, Pitwiz is fucking dead.
Whoops.
Whoops.
No, different kind of whoops.
You ran straight in!
And there was a
What
fireball.
This
Fireball.
kind of
that
whoops.
was- yeah.
There we go.
Oh, you weren't on the initiative table.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
You fucking...
It's fine.
It's okay, he
Buckley.
hasn't gone yet, but shit.
Anyway, Pitwiz is fucking dead. So,
Fuck.
there is now a smoldered corpse on Grunt's back. Which actually she would have already been dropped down to 0 because the poison damage from the burst.
Ah, good point.
And then the fireball, so that would have been... She basically, she's on 2 death saves. No, excuse me. She still has her 2 death saves from previous, so yeah, she's gone.
Buckley, it's your turn.
Yeah,
Who decided strapping them to the barbarian was a good idea? The
Barbarian.
The barbarian. Shit.
and
Hi, Buckley, what you...
okay, I'm going to run out here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit him with a hammer. Well, no, he's not a construct. Although he seems like he would be made. But anyway, Lion's Bane.
Now, you definitely fucking hit him.
And then also because I'm wearing a ring of disruption, an additional 2d6 damage to undead or fiend.
Which this definitely is a type of fiend, so roll your 2d6. The force damage does nothing, but it's another 8 damage.
Really? Devils are immune to force? Wow.
No, Lion's Bane, that force damage is for construct.
Yeah,
Oh, right, never mind.
it has
That
additional
is
damage.
that is built to destroy constructs
Yep,
and magic
yep,
items.
yep.
That is your action to do so, Buckley.
Yeah. Bonus action, nothing. Because I kind of don't want to use spell slots.
Look at him being smirked. Maybe smirked, we'll see.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's your turn. Shimmer.
I'm going to move up just past Nasta, and I'm going to do this.
Fuck,
On
okay.
what?
Alright.
That was a
to
cantrip and a half. Fucking hell.
To the one to the front left of Buckley.
Oh, what? So this fellow here?
That guy.
This one up here then, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, that one.
That's a big old 35. Nice. You just watch, you just step out. Oh, wait, I have to check. Let me check something.
Yeah, some devils have resistances to cold.
He has
damage.
resistance to cold damage.
Ah.
So that only becomes, so I'm just going to add back. Yeah. The damage was definitely a good smack, and you realize that even with that most of these devils are going to be resistant to elemental forces like fire and... But that was a nice hit. Just... Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, Hellhound's turn. Hellhound, Hellhound, what will you do? I know what you'll do, you'll burn this fucker who? And you'll burn these fuckers. And that is going to be... I need dexterity check from Nosto and Shimmer, and a dexterity check from Buckley, please. First damage roll is going to be for Shimmer and... That's for Buckley. Buckley, you have resistance anyway because of your... You two, Shimmer and Nazdo, you take 18 points of fire damage. Buckley, you take 5 points of fire damage.
Yay!
It literally... You see that your mustache just grows stronger in the flames. You fool!
Bold.
You fool, you dare try to strike that mustache! You feel emboldened. That is
Where's Doom Guy when you need him?
I know, right?
Yeah, really.
He is in this world, you just haven't found him. Nasto. There's a reason they're moving out. There's a reason they're trying to move out of the hills. Doom Guy's in the hills. It's like, get us out of here! We'll pay rent!
His name...
I mean, I see a lot of things that could go smashy.
What do you want to go smashing, my friend?
I'm just gonna politely step inside of the clusterfuck
Just gonna go have fun?
and smashy the fuck away.
that's fair. I'm also just gonna clear up some space here, folks, just so you can see like areas around it and such. So there you go. The remnants of some shops here.
Hey, say,
this
fellows,
was
we
the
seem to be having a spot of bother. Smash!
I'm quite perturbed by this.
Three!
I hit the bigger one first. Whatever's biggest, I just twat it.
The bearded devils, funnily enough, the hellhound might actually be considered a larger entity, just because they're a humanoid. And yeah, okay, so you're swinging at the hellhound. That's definitely a hit on a hellhound.
Oh,
And that's
That's
the basic
definitely-
problem.
there we go. Oh, that's what I needed.
That's the good shit.
Yeah,
Is it dead yet?
Give me a sec to do math. That's 14. That's 28, 30. No, it's not dead.
Okay, how about now?
Actually, yeah, it has 45 health. And you just did 47 to it, so yeah. You just watch as Naz like just steps up, the hound just like being snarling and snapping at it, and you just watch him swing at it just once, bang, and just starts turning to the beard devil, looks back, bang, turns back to the beard devil again, still up, bang, and it stops moving, and then he turns to the bearded devils. It's like, I want you, this one's in my way.
Apologies for the wait. Your turn.
Okay, the bearded devil that is facing Grunt is going to... Yeah, it's no point trying to fucking use his spear to grapple you, or poison. So instead it's going to strike at you with its glaive with advantage. That does not hit, but it gets to make another attack. And that one will... You take 5 points. That's so much text for fuck all. And you guys wonder why I have these things on Whisper. It's like, all of these things. It's like, none of these matter, game. None of these matter. When does this come up, game? When does this come up? Let's see. Yeah, like, I like how it describes all these, like, hit point losses for constructs and shit like that. And it's like, it doesn't matter.
Well,
5
no,
points
if the target is
slashing
a
damage.
creature other than an undead or a construct must succeed.
Yeah, Grant, make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this considered a spell effect?
No, it's considered a knife effect.
Knife effect! I'm stealing that line.
20. Oh, have you seen
Yeah,
the time
it's
knife too?
It stabs into your chest, and you know that thing where the pitchfork has gone through the skeleton, and you're like, rude? It's a bit like that. It's just stabbed into your abdomen, and it's waiting for the wounds to fester into you, and it looks... You're just more annoyed by him than anything.
So how much damage did I take?
You took 5 points of slashing for all of that fucking text and effort. Fucking hell.
It's fun playing D&D.
Guess what my health is? Go on, get.
Too much.
69!
Correct!
Yay!
Okay.
Is it 169 or 69?
Just 69.
Oh,
I still
Oh.
consider that win.
oh.
Oh.
Cleric!
Ah!
3d100.
One of the bearded devils actually manages to use its summon devil and successfully ports in another one
Ah, shit.
and pulls it in. The other ones did not roll high enough, and that was their once a day gun. So Barclay, there's going to be once they used that, and that is their action, but now they get to make stab attacks at you. So the one behind you is now going to make 2 glaive attacks at you, and don't worry, no wall of text this time. Wow.
You know the great thing about that 3d100 attack? That would almost be enough to kill me if I wasn't raid. When I was at full health.
That was 3 percentile dice. They have 30% chance to summon something, which only one of them succeeded. And Buckley, you watch as it comes into view, and it tries to stab at you with the glaive, and you just like raise up your hand like behind the shield, and you just grab and go, stop. And it's trying to like pull the glaive back in that moment because it rolled 15 twice. It does not hit you, and you're just like, stop it.
Get some help.
Yeah, just fucking... Just,
They did just get help.
Just Michael
This guy's
Jackson.
get help.
Michael Jordan. Stop! Get some help.
They-
Breaks the fucking spear.
Almost, not quite, but almost. Grunt, we're already back to you.
Okay, I gotta see if I can break out these chains, right?
Yes, it is your action to make a athletics or acrobatics. Basically, you have to roll a 1 or you succeed. It's just an
And
attempt to
since
grapple.
it's a strength check, I have advantage.
I'm just going to look at grapple real quick.
So
All grapple does is make your movement speed 0.
You can attack then.
Oh, so I can still attack?
You can still attack, yeah. They're just like holding you in place. You can't move, but you can still swing. Restrained
Oh.
would mean that they're not that they're holding you in place.
In which case, I give them the knowing smile, which informs them that I'm not chained to them; they're chained to me.
Okay, though you have the blood-starved beasts and a chain devil and a bearded devil around you. The bearded devil's glaive is still in your abdomen. The chains are wrapped around you, and they're biting at your ankles. It's a lovely day to be grunt.
Yes, and I was halfway through cutting down a tree, so moving on with that.
Are you still going to aim at the fucking tree?
It's reckless, by the way. I should have said that
Are you
sooner.
still aiming at the tree?
Yes,
Really? Okay.
I'm going to bring that down on all these things' heads.
Including your own.
Grunt
Yes.
doesn't care.
Yeah, that's to be honest. Yeah, Grunt, give a fuck.
That's what I
Okay.
said. They're chained to
I
me.
tell you what. Grunt, make an intelligence check. Okay, Grunt, you're looking at this stone tree, as you called it. It's going to take you the better part of 2 or 3 minutes to break this thing to cause it to collapse. I'm going to say
Oh.
that you can like make a decision now, analyzing that. It would take you several turns of combat to tear this thing down because it's got. You can even look through it. You can now see that there's like a structural beams on the inside that would also have to get broken.
Fair enough.
So you still have your 2 attacks. I'm going to be generous.
Literally, the DM telling you, stop. This is not
Just
going
stop.
to happen.
If Buckley walked out and used Earthquake on it, the whole thing would come down because that's
Oh, yeah.
hitting everything.
It also does
Yeah,
about
just-
40 d6 worth of siege damage.
Yeah. Every turn. Alright. Grunt, what do you do?
Alright, well, I'll start with the chained devil, who had the foolishness of attaching itself to me. He was right.
They both did, in fairness, but there's just one next to you, so. Reckless attacks?
Yep.
Go ahead. It's gonna hit it. Yeah, still hit. It's 50 points of damage. You guys just watch as Grunt just like strikes it into the abdomen with the hammer, and before arcing it up in a flare and bashing it into the skull of this thing. What is with you and leaving characters, Grunt, at 35 health? You did to
Wow.
Ogwatarn, you've done to this Chain Devil. Yeah, Chain
I like-
Devil's had a lot of
I like to think I use him like a paddleball for a minute.
just bum, 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 bum.
Yep.
Okay, that's your turn, Grunt. Now it's going to be the Bloodstarved Beasts. Do you have any bonus action you want to do?
Nope.
Okay, they're going to keep trying to bite you. No, a natural. Don't worry, Grunt. You're going to take a colossal 9 damage from that one. That's a miss. Oh, that's a miss. So you take 9 damage. They're all just biting at your ankles. One actually manages to bite into your thigh, and you're convinced it's lost a tooth in you.
That's where the damage came from. It actually lost a tooth. Oh.
Yeah. Dale, it's your turn.
Cool. Right, I'm gonna come up over here and stab this dude because I don't appreciate him attacking my friend.
Valid.
Even though he actually didn't hit me.
He tried to.
The attempt was enough.
There
Well,
was an
addition-
attempt.
Roll an additional d8. Okay, so that's 15. Now do your sneak. So
Jesus.
30 damage.
What a god awful roll.
And it's still up, but you just walk up behind it, and Buckley, you can just see there's just the point of like radiant fire bursting through his chest from behind. Whoa! As it just like pops back out, so instantly cauterized, and Dell's just there behind him, smiling.
And offhand attack just for a little poke.
Sure,
There you go.
that does it. Yeah.
That's all she wrote.
You just like stab him in the back for good measure, just like between the shoulder blades. He goes, "Oh!" And just like, would you stab?
Fuck
An
off.
awkward moment when your players are more perturbed by fighting an army of devils. Quite bothersome. Okay, yeah, no, they're gonna try and now the one that's like next to close to Buckley and to Dell, that's going to make his way here, seeing Dell over people. The animated chains wrap up over and just are gonna lunge out towards Delmara. Attacks are at disadvantage until they hit because of 12 and 15. No, neither hit you, Del. AC is what again?
Currently 19 because I am dual wielding at the moment.
You are fine then. The chains they try to latch out towards you, and you literally dive into the shadows and dive back out of their way as it just encompasses the space, like watching some sort of beast strike down and do that thing where it moves back up into its motion again, like in a curve, before lashing back up to the chain devil.
Ew, I don't like that.
So make his way up here to get a bit of a better vantage point. And Ogwatar.
Is he still attached to me?
No, he released, and the other one is attached to you still. Oh, excuse me, the other one next to you. Yeah, he's still going to try and chain the shit out of you, so he's going to make 2 attacks. These are at advantage. Yeah, so those hit. You take 7 points of slashing damage, and then 6 points of slashing damage, already reduced. Ogwatar uses his turn to run the fuck away. Brave Sir fucking Robin up there. Buckley.
So, as an action,
Mm-hmm.
since I can see that Brent's looking a bit worse for wear.
Oh, she's fine. I mean, you've seen Grunt worse.
True.
But that's like saying you've seen a derby car more banged up.
To be fair, you've seen me at 1 health, and that was very recently.
Because, I mean, pretty much everybody else is decent.
Come on, Buck, what you...
Yeah. I'll go ahead and cast Heal on...
Just flat 70 hit points straight into Grunt.
Yeah.
And if Grunt had a lot of like negative effects on her, a lot of those would be removed, but Grunt, you don't have any. Just take your 70 with a smile and a thank you. Buckley, do you have a bonus action
Thank
you want
you,
to do?
I'm now at 117 hit points.
Bonus action, nah. Because I just did that.
Okay. Shimmer.
Okay, what exactly is to my left?
A hellhound.
Ah,
A large, fiendish monstrosity.
That breathes fire.
Yes. And you can just see the core of its like torso is again building up to breathe fire again. It's waiting for its chance to attack you.
I am going to
It also did
move
breathe
there.
fire. Okay.
And I'm going to cast.
Okay. Make a melee spell attack then.
Well, that's interesting.
So this is basically 20
D20 plus your spell casting, like like what your bonuses would be for a ranged spell attack is the same thing. So whatever your bonus for a spell attack is, it will be that just on a melee attack.
I made mistakes.
You did make mistakes, I can already tell. Just roll a d20 and add like your charisma and your proficiency bonus, and that's it. It's also going to be just the one attack, but
Yeah, so it's 1d20 plus 5, and I think that's
plus your
it.
proficiency. Because there's like a ranged spell attack,
so.
which would be your d20 plus proficiency plus charisma. So it's going to be just proficiency charisma onto a d20. No, does not pierce the natural armor.
Hmm.
It bounces off of the hide as you just try to claw out at it. And that's going to be your turn, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. What a lovely day! Callahan's going to move to here. Let's see now. No, a little bit further. A little more. And it's going to need a dexterity saving throw from Nosdo, Buckley, and Dell.
Cool.
Ooh.
That's not what I was hoping would happen, but whatever.
Jeez.
Dell, you take no damage.
Huh.
Nosdo, that's a success, and Buckley, that's a fail.
Yeah.
Buckley, you take 12 points of fire damage because you're resistant. Nosdo, you take 12 because you succeeded the save. Dell takes none because Dell.
This is
Dell
AoE, yeah? But actually, it doesn't matter. I take no damage because of the shield.
Evasion!
You put it up and you just block out. You just like turn around as you can just hear the fire crackling behind you, and you just hunker under it and just it dashes. So yeah, you take none. Literally, the only person who took damage was Buckley with 12 fire damage.
Bad dog.
Nosdo, it's your turn. There's a bad dog 10 inches from your
Bad dog
face.
needs a twatty. Fuck map. Focus, please. Thank you. Okay, bad dog. Bad dog in face. I can't.
Are you going to charge the bad dog?
No, I'm not gonna charge the bad dog. I'm gonna get the shit out of my way first.
There's one injured bearded devil, pretty injured, between Dell and Buckley. There's one between the one next to you and the one in front of you and Buckley each. Both of them have taken a considerable bit of damage too.
Advantage on this guy.
This one has taken no damage, but
I'm
there
going
is advantage.
to start from the worst looking one.
That will be this fellow. Hang on, let me check. Chain? No, it's not chain. It's a beard. Bearded devil. That hits. And he's dead.
Okay, well that's the second one then, I suppose.
Splat.
That'll be this one. And he's
He's what, sorry?
And
Landing.
and it's barely still up, but
what an asshole.
what an asshole. Okay. That's going to be Nosdo. That's your turn. You're done.
Yeah.
Okay. The one next to Grunt is still going to try and stab at her twice. No point using their beards because poison has clearly not affected you. What's your AC?
Runs AC is 18.
18.
18, sorry.
Both attacks do hit you. God damn it. You take 5 total slashing damage from the 2 attacks. So it's just 5. Just add 5 damage to yourself. 2 strikes, both of which is basically sliced barely at you. Then there's going to be 2 sets of attacks at... In fairness, Buckley is there, and they're aware that he has some sort of magic-y mookie because he just used a big old radiant blast. So 6 attacks at Buckley, straight rolls, no advantage. No. Buckley, what's your AC?
22.
Okay, 1 hits. Yeah, from 6 attacks, 1 hit.
Huh.
And you take... Make a Constitution saving throw real quick. This is for the... Oh, man. Okay, Constitution save. That is a fail. I can't actually see what this does. Glaive. Or lose 5 to 10. Start each. Okay. The wound burns into you in an unnatural way. And you'll find out what that does at the start of your...
Dope.
You take 3 points of piercing damage because the glaive stabs into you, or slashing damage as it slashes you. But from all of those bearded devils, only 1 strike actually hits you. And that's going to be Grunt's turn now. You've definitely roughed up the chained devil in front of you, Grunt.
I'm actually going to attack the one between me and Nosdo because I have advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage on that without making it reckless, so go ahead.
Oh, apparently I didn't click that properly. 29.
I think
And a
that hits.
21.
I think that hits too.
25, sorry.
So that is 31, 41. Move out of the way, boys. You got another person at the bottom of the fucking health chain right now. That guy got rough. Now it's gonna be the blood-starved beasts' turns, and they're all just gonna fucking nom the shit out of your ankles. One hit. Yeah, it's only one bite that actually hits. You take
I
4
spank you in
points of slashing-
Bloodborne, I'll spank you here.
4 slashing damage from the single attack that successfully hit you. And Del. Doggo.
Yeah, don't like Doggo. It really hurt. Well, it didn't because I took no fucking damage, but you know what I mean. Hurt my feelings!
God damn it, Flo. And roll your additional D8 as well, and then your sneak attack. That's,
Jesus.
let's see, what is that, 19?
It's some god-awful sneak attack tonight.
I'll take them. It's still up anyway.
God damn it. Ah!
Still up.
Ah!
Not by much, but it's still.
That's my turn.
You now have a sense of what Nazdo feels like. Okay.
Not having a good day.
Chain Devil is going to try to strike at Buckley now because, well, he saw the heal and sees that's. He's going to try and swing at you. Oh, excuse me, Grunt. At the start of your turn, you take
Start of my turn.
that much. You take 4 points of slashing damage from the chains wrapped around you because they're all barbed at the start of your turn because you're still constricted by one of them or grappled. So that happens.
All right.
And the-
I was grappled last turn as well, so you might want to roll extra.
That would have been 3 then. So you take another just 7 slashing total then.
Yep.
And the Chain Devil is now going to try and swing at Buckley because, well, Buckley be a bastard. Oh, that time I roll well. Buckley, you take 16 points of slashing damage when I roll a 26 to hit. And you are grappled by the chainy. Okay, Ogwatar has pulled away from the battlements. And you begin hearing a tune as somebody else seems to be making their way up.
Oh no.
Fuck, it's a bard.
Yes, it is a fucking bard! I know which
It is, in fact.
I know which fucking bard it is!
Hello!
You! I'm gonna kill you!
It's Patters.
No, worse.
Dibs.
Let's see now.
I did legitimately kill this dude the first time, so that's even worse.
Should have killed him better.
Yeah, I know, I take offense.
You leave that fence.
I'm a rogue, I take
Damn.
everything.
Wow.
We'll do that then. Let's see.
She's particularly good at stealing kills.
I need a wisdom saving throw from Buckley, Grunt, and Nazdo as he looks down at you all and just says, "Who can you really trust? Really, who can you trust?"
I will use my reaction to give Grunt a bonus on her wisdom save, because I can do that now.
It's not Grunt, it's you. It's you, Buckley, and
Oh,
Nazdo.
I could have sworn you said Grunt.
No, excuse me. It should have just been basically 10-foot radius, so it's just getting you lot.
Oh, okay.
So
What was
it's
it?
getting you guys.
It's a wisdom
A
save.
wisdom.
Okay.
A wisdom save. Actually, no. It could hit Shimmer as well because it's the radius. So yeah.
Ah,
And then that wisdom saves.
I'm not terrible at wisdom
No,
saves. but
technically, Grunt can help me in return, can't she?
You could do.
I will.
Okay. Which you then do.
I don't know what it adds to it.
Her proficiency bonus.
Oh,
get
it
to add
doesn't
her
even matter.
proficiency-
Don't matter.
Doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter because I rolled so shit. Because I can't
I
make
had
a
plus
fucking
5, so it's
wisdom
10.
save to save my life.
Literally, probably.
Buckley, you succeed just.
Ah,
Del, Shimmer, and Nazdo are all under the effects of the confusion.
Ah!
Oh, so nothing happens for me.
Well, you have an ally right next to you, so...
I'm constantly confused, it's fine.
Okay.
Right. Hold on.
Buckley.
Oh god, I hope I don't crit any of you.
Buckley, roll a d10, please.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you gotta roll to see
Yeah.
which direction you freaking go and things like that.
5. You... let's see now. Let's see. Roll a d10 on a 1. Means its movement, random direction. Rolling a d8 for it. Let's see. Creature does not move. Yeah, so you take no action on your turn. That's all. You just stand there. Shimmer, roll a d10.
Wait, what?
Cool.
Be glad.
Because you... Confusion effect, you...
I thought you said I
You were-
succeeded it.
Oh, no, sorry,
Yeah,
excuse me.
Buckley's the one that succeeded.
My mistake. You're the one who did. Sorry.
Now,
He's the boy
Alright.
who lived.
but I
You are.
will lose 5 HP because of starting with an infernal wound. Because I
You
do know I have...
lose. No, I get to roll a d10. But firstly, you actually no nobody. Let's see. Oh, you did get chained as well, didn't you? You got chained by the chain devil, so you will take an additional. So that's your maximum HP reduced. I'm going to check this real quick. Actually, no. Before I say that, shit, should have checked it earlier. Oh no, it's just you lose. So you just lose 7 hit points, Buckley, from that. It's just 7
Okay.
points of damage done, and now you take from the chained effect because the chain devil did wrap.
Right.
6 points of slashing damage for the chains wrapping around your arm.
Okay. One, two.
There's one person who's got to do things.
Well, mainly because I'm looking a bit rough. And,
I just realized Nazu could just crit you next turn and permanently damage your arm.
Mm,
Eh,
mm.
so great. Anyway, you know what? Like it. Just. Right. It's for an hour. Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast Regenerate on myself.
oh.
Okay. That doesn't do anything immediately, but it's like a d6 every
No,
turn,
I do.
isn't it?
I do regain 48 plus
Plus
15.
15. Ooh.
Beginning of it.
And then you
And
get additional
it's
stuff.
during you can reach your point at the start of each of your turns, 10 points each minute.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you heal for
That's
you
shit.
heal for 33.
Sweet, that's not a concentration.
No,
Yeah.
that's not concentration.
Dope.
There's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason I have characters that use that because it's good.
That's why I was like, I'm bit fucking hit.
Yeah, no.
So,
So 33 points of healing to yourself.
Shit.
We're using the big guns, but the big guns matter right now.
yeah.
I mean, it's 10 hit points a minute, not 10 hit points a round, so that's not that.
Yes, but that means every time he drops down at the top of his turn, he goes back to 1.
Yes, stops you from dying.
It basically means somebody has to actively kill you and work on killing you. You can't just be left on the ground. Someone's got to stomp on your head and make sure you're...
Yeah.
Is that your turn, though? Because that is a... Oh, it's a casting time of a minute.
Oh
Not an
shit!
action.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's right.
Oh yeah, it is.
So, do you want to spend the next 10 turns doing that?
No, probably not.
So, take off the 33 healing.
God damn it!
Sorry, my lad.
I thought it was an action. It's
Yeah.
So stupid.
No, you're okay. Would have been
Alright.
fucking dope,
Yeah.
but...
Never mind. I guess I'll just cure wounds myself. Fuck
On the plus side, you just saved a 7th level spell slot.
it. Yeah.
So you heal for 20. Nice big fat heal for yourself. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Shimmer, I need you to roll a d10.
But I already did that. You need to roll another one, yes?
Oh no, that's the... Oh, you did a 6. Hang on. You take no action. Your turn is just lost. And at the end of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw, please. So you do that, now make a wisdom save.
Mm.
Still confused.
Jesus.
Hellhound's turn.
Rolling Delmar levels wisdom here.
Okay, so it does not get back its fire breath attack, but it will try to bite the fucking ankles of Del.
Ow.
And that is an 8, so it does not.
No.
Mazdo!
Wouldn't the
Roll a
hellhound
D10 to-
technically be in the thing of confusion? Since Shimmer was?
It fucked up anyway, so
It achieved nothing. So.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
oh.
it didn't achieve anything, so... yeah.
Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm
This is
sorry,
one, that's
Buckley.
8. Roll a D8.
I'm sorry, Buckley.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just try to walk into. You try to walk into Buckley for your turn. You just walk
Oh,
into Buckley
thank
for your
Oh,
turn.
thank
That's all you
God.
do.
It wasn't the attack.
No, it's at the top of the scale. You hit something. So you just spend your turn trying to walk into Buckley.
Right.
That's all you do. Buckley, you have a midget walking into you. It's like a really tall and heavy Roomba just bumping into your ankle.
Also the Roomba.
Nazar the Roomba. Okay, so realizing that Nazar the Roomba isn't a threater, they're going to go for. He's going to still keep going for. He's going to still keep going for Grunt. Grunt, make a Constitution. Make 2 Constitution saving throws, please.
Are these
Ooh.
spells?
No, these are stabbings.
Every time.
Success. And you don't have advantage, so that's a fail.
Nope. Yep.
So at the start of your next turn, you're going to take a D10 of. Actually, no, that's from the crit, so you'll take 2 D10. But you take 16 points total of slashing damage. That's already reduced.
Right up.
Yeah, Del, you already went before him, so you don't get to do a confusion yet. And that's going to be their turn. And now it's going to be the ones that are around Buckley. Buckley's the only person who still has their senses. So, let's see. Let's make the bearded devil make an intelligence check. Okay, two of them think that right now, because of his confusion, it's a great idea to try and hit Nazdo. And one of them has enough sense to still try to hit the cleric. So 2 attacks against you, Buckley, with the glaive. No. And no.
Cool.
And then there's going to be 4 attacks on Nazdo. I'm going to check something real quick, because...
Come at me.
I just got to check something. Okay. So they don't realize that they could just walk past you because you can't take a reaction, so instead they're going to try and hit you. Oh, one of them crit. So one of them did hit you. So Nazda, make a Constitution saving throw. And you take 19 points. You take 19 points of slashing, and you don't take anything else. So 19 points of slashing damage, Nazda, as you're literally just like walking into Buckley, and as you're like walking in, one of them like lowers their glaive so that you basically just walk into it at the neck and just like stab at you. Grunt, you take 2 points of damage at the start of your turn. And it's now your turn.
Did you remember it was 2d10, not just 1d10?
Ooh.
Only player in the world that does that.
You're literally the only player in the world that does that. So you take 3 points of damage instead. So there you go, 3 points.
I mean, that tells us we have to remember what we have on us. He has to do the same. If he doesn't forget...
Only difference is if I don't remember it, it's a benefit to you guys. So.
Yeah. Well, in some cases, if we don't remember, it's a benefit to you.
True. So, no, it's entirely fair. So, it's 10 o'clock. Do we want to take a break here?
Can do if people need. Can do if people need to.
Just saying it out
good.
now.
Yeah.
Anyone want a break?
Just quick
Straight out, yes.
5 mins. Just quick
Literally
5
5
minutes.
minutes. Be back here
Sounds like a
at
plan.
quarter past. Be
Okay.
back here at
All
quarter
right.
past.
I can do it.
All right. Okay, we're back.
Welcome back. Top of the initiative order is going to be Grunt, and I have to roll
What do you have to roll?
a D100.
Okay.
Okay. Grunt, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 17.
Okay. The sounds of combat from throughout the city are still quite active and still loud, and it's clear that the fighting has gone from the gates and is now into the city itself. And let's see, at the top of this initiative as well, Buckley, you will hear a voice in your head.
Ooh.
It is the voice of Guan Shi.
Huh?
How are you getting on? What is the update? You can respond on your turn as a free action.
Okay.
With that, Grant, it's your turn.
Do I have a clean line of sight? The bard?
No, he basically did that and fucking ducked because he saw you down there.
That's a reasonable response.
It's valid. You can't fault them all. They're
Fair
fucking
enough. Have a
scared.
good day.
I'm assuming.
You're the person Crumble won't wrestle with. They're not gonna fucking look at you.
I assume that I no longer have advantage on that bearded devil now that Nosdo is.
Nazo is
whatever
basically
he is.
confused the boosted, but it is fucked up. The chain. You will take an additional. Oh no, you already took your
Yeah,
damage,
2d10.
didn't you?
And you did that. Yep.
No, we did the 2d10. That's for the glaive. This is for the chains that are still on.
Oh, then no, I haven't.
You take 2 more damage from that. I'm not going to kill Grunt quickly. This will be slow.
All right, chain devil. He's taking a hammer to the.
Go ahead. Are you?
Oh, we're
you
16. I
didn't-
didn't say reckless.
You do hit. 16 is the
Oh.
just.
Is he still standing?
Another hit like that, he probably won't be, but he's still standing.
How about now?
Like this.
There's your answer.
He won't be
What's-
standing if he gets another hit. Okay, yeah, he's dead.
I just like to
As
think
the
that
heavy
last
says,
hit.
Dead.
I just like to think that hit hit him just hits him way up into the sky, so even the bard can just see this chain devil with a
Yeah,
giant
the
hole
bard
in his.
sees the chair, like, you just swing with this massive uppercut hammer strike. And as you do, the chain devil is entire form, like, the chains around you, like Looney Tunes, just, like, unwrap suddenly and just shoot straight up after him. The chains go up maybe another 20 feet into the air past where his body is. And you can just, like, see the bards, like, you can just see, like, their head just, like, following the chain devil up and then following the chain devil back down.
Fucking Skyrimmed.
Well, yeah, she's a giant. Wielding a massive hammer.
Yeah. I am part giant, so you will be sky.
Okay, is that your turn?
No, actually. I'm going to take the hits if I stay here or not, so I'm going to move here and take the attack of.
Take you'll take 4 attacks, 1 from the bearded devil and the beast. So no,
Thus, I did not roll my wisdom save at the end of my turn, FYI.
now you can do now. You take 2 points of slashing damage.
Fuck.
Oh my God.
Nope. You could use your indomitable if you have not yet used it.
Nah, not my. Also, I don't know if I used it, but actually I can check. But no, I'm good.
Okay. Still hasn't succeeded. DC is 15. Buckley just rolled it last time.
Oof.
Just for you guys' own sake, so that you know that if you roll it, you're like, yay! You take 2 points of slashing from 1 bite, and then another one crits you. So you take. Oh, come on. You take 8 points of slashing damage. It makes that sound. And a Beard Devil Glaive is a 20 to hit, so you take 10 points of slashing damage and 5 points, excuse me, and make a Constitution. Okay, no additional damage. You just take that 5 points of slashing from him. You take 8 from one of them, and the other one did 2 damage to you. So you take 10, 15 total, in case you just wanted the whole numbers. That's your initiative. You move to there now. Is there anything else you want to do as a bonus?
I can still keep moving. I just want to check about the.
Yeah,
I
you've
wanted
taken
to
those
do
attacks
that.
of opportunity.
All right.
You still have all of your movement left. 5.
Yeah, I go up here. Do I see a way up to Bard?
No, it seems like that is interior. Like this, like there is a heavy chained chained gate that's come down like Portcullis would be for a fortress, but it's that and then a heavy iron a heavy set of iron doors behind it.
Ah, so you mean a ladder? Cool. Grunt's going to climb up.
Okay, the Portcullis goes up about 10 foot, and you would use 20 foot of movement to begin climbing, including the fact that. Okay, so just to clarify, the Portcullis is here. It's in the actual thing here, and it only goes up 10 foot, and then it's just basically brick
Okay,
laid.
let's restart that. How hard does it look to climb up this thing? Does it look reasonable? Am I misinterpreting?
It
Is
would
it like
look
very, very
probably
hard to...
reasonable if you weren't being attacked constantly, especially with the chain devil who could just try to pull you down on an attack.
The key word is
I'll
try.
stand there and deal with it.
Well, she's going to be at disadvantage. It'll be a straight roll. It'll be dice rolls, and we'll follow Blood Bowl tactics of the more dice rolls you have to make, the worse.
Yeah, I'll stand there and play with
Smile.
the chain devil first. Yeah.
Okay. So now it's going to be their turns, the Bloodstarved beasts. You fucked off. This one has just been nibbling at you, and it really likes the taste, so it's going to come. This one is going to come over here, realizing that there's a boy here who is not taking it. And they're both going to make 2 attacks against you. So, excuse me, 1 attack each. Because they've not taken damage yet. Bloodstarved beast. 1 attack. No. Nope, they don't have pack tactics, thankfully. So those are 2 misses. And then the one on Grunt is a 24. So you take 3 points of slashing damage from a Grunt. It just follows after you It's like that one minion in an MMO that's knocked you off your mount and just will not fuck off.
That minion well.
Del, roll me a D.
D10. 9.
Okay. This is what Nazo should have been worried about earlier.
Oh, is this the eye attack?
Actually,
the only
9 and 10. 9 and 10, the creature can act and move normally.
Oh.
So, you get to attack and move normally.
Okay.
You have your senses about you, but you will have to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn still. This is just, a brief moment of clarity, shall we say.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to finish off the doggy that's next to me.
Stab doggo.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to use sneak attack if you don't want to, correct?
Technically no, I don't. If it looks that weak.
It's that weak.
Okay.
Yeah. I had 6 health left. It's definitely dead.
Okay.
Stab it in the face.
Which of the enemies is looking a bit screwed up? Are the dogs looking fucked up, or any of the bearded devils looking fucked up?
This guy looks like he's on the verge of death. This guy has been fucked up by Grunt, so you can, ascertain. This one has taken damage. This one has not taken damage. This prick, you can just barely see the eye line of.
Yeah, I probably can't attack him. So,
No, you have to see a shadow. You have to see a shadow.
Yeah,
and it's
I won't
like
be able to see it from this angle. So I'm just going to walk over this way. I'll
Stab
attack
that devil?
And I'll attack that guy.
Yeah, you can move in a way that you don't provoke attack opportunities, and I presume you did so due to the amount of movement you have.
Yeah.
Like you could have gone here, and then up, and then there.
Yeah, I have a lot.
Right, so stab him.
I could go there, though Nonsto is currently confused, so he's not harrying him, but whatever.
I'm in now!
Oh no!
Stab that man.
I'm very confused.
Even go there.
This is where I
I don't
missed.
think...
Or I could do that.
You have an ally. I There we go. There we go. There's the sneak attack.
That's the sneak attack I want. Jesus.
I'm the guy with 11 health left.
Yeah, I didn't fucking rolling like 13 all night, so I can get up to 32. Thanks, game.
Okay.
Cool. And I guess I'll sort of press up against this wall here so that I'm slightly harder to see.
Now make a wisdom saving throw to see if you beat the Compusa button.
Please. Ah!
Oh, buddy.
I hate wisdom saves!
I know, that's why he's using it on you. He's a cunt. He knows you.
I know, he knows me.
He does know you. Okay, Chain Devil turn. It had the moment of, I'm not going to strike that woman because that's fucking stupid. The woman is following me. Oh no.
He probably just saw his friend from over the tower. Like, oh god.
Yeah, he just saw that happening. Thankfully, the Bearded Devils are giving everyone an immunity to fear.
Is that really the only reason? Oh dear.
Oh!
These guys must be alarmed.
You watch as the chains begin molding about his face, Grunt. And you see the chains mold and they begin turning into a face, into a person. And you see hell.
Ooh.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
People have made this mistake before, but okay.
I'm still an elf.
This is not a magical effect. You are now frightened until the end of your next turn.
Oh, don't we have immunity to that?
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Fuck! Fuck the lot of you! Fuck the lot of you!
Of the times for time, you have to be down.
Okay, Grunt, what's your AC?
It turns
18?
out that
18.
Heroes Feast just fuck with fiends. That's all they do.
Yeah. You take 12 points of slashing damage because the other Chain Devil now, one attack of him hits you when he does that. So it's just into your face. Fuck!
12 damage, is that reduced or?
Oh, sorry. Reduce that to...
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's see. Concentration, so he's not gonna fucking do any of that.
That's hilarious. You are not for. Aren't we immune to? Oh.
Yep.
Oh, man!
Really wish Tiny Chat
Becomes
was
immune to
working.
poison and being frightened.
Yeah, just because you
Oh,
can see
and we make all wisdom saving throws with advantage.
Are you shitting me?
Ah!
Are you shitting me?
Well, for the next rolls you make, you can have it at advantage, but you didn't do it earlier, so... Remember what Buckley said of? Well, if we remember our things, it's the bonus for us. It's like, yeah, you gotta remember your own shit, bitches.
Cool. Nemo, you're not allowed to remind him when he forgets stuff.
Yeah. Fuck,
Right.
fuck him.
But if it's targeted to me, I can't help it.
No! Not
It's
allowed!
involuntary. It's involuntary. Hey, Del, you're about to get shot.
Ow.
As he just like aims down, Yulanas aims down the longbow and is gonna fire 2 shots down at you. This is gonna be at disadvantage because of the fucking cloak.
Yep.
Where is he?
I'm using Ogwartar's initiative for whoever decides to poke their head up. He fires 2 shots down at you and goes, I'm gonna let my effect take its course. And looks over at the devil. Have fun, buddy! Love you, bye! Fuck you, somebody! And he just runs down the stairs out of the way, giving the inspiration dice to the Chain Devil.
Fucking bastard.
It's almost like he's a bard.
Fucking half-breed.
Buckley, you can... Buckley, you can use... it's a free action to reply to...
Yes.
You have 25 words.
Well, you see, what had happened was we. Let's see, hold on.
He's counting on his fingers.
I am actually.
I am.
We're up to 9 so far.
No, we're not. We're on to like 6.
7.
10.
Yeah, 7.
Shut up, you're confused.
What are you doing?
Still making our way there.
Aren't we here?
Caught
Isn't this the
in
fort?
Combat.
There is snow on Mount Fuji.
10 words left.
Also,
Hang on.
evidence isn't that great.
That it?
TTYL.
TTYL!
TTYL is one word, so.
Yep.
Kiss.
X.
Oh yeah. And the last XO.
XOXO.
Are you still pooping? Yes, sir.
So there we go.
Okay. Buckley, your passive perception is very high.
Right.
You notice a circle about 20 foot wide begin operating here. So like it begins just spiraling around and taking up this space here. So it's got a 20-foot diameter and it's just building up around here basically.
Does it look demonic?
Well, they're red markings. Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
They're marks.
Oh dear.
But you still have your action in your bonus action. You
Right.
don't know who's using that spell.
Cool. Shit. I don't know.
Right?
I'm gonna hit the thing here because this one hasn't taken. That one hasn't taken damage at all today. So, Lion's Bane. Woohoo!
Okay.
Ouch. Nice.
Oh,
And that's going to be 46 on your banishment. And this is going to be on this one? Your bottom one?
the bottom one, yeah.
Okay, so that's 46. Roll that.
Fuck him up.
15 plus 8. What's that now? So that's 13. That's
Wait.
28.
Is it only? Oh yeah, it's only a D6 for damage. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh, shit, roll then. Fuck.
It's still up. But you've hit it hard.
Yeah.
Gotta acknowledge that. You hit it hard. It's looking at you going, fuck! I'm glad I keep stabbing you.
And also, I don't have to worry about the infernal wound because I was healed myself magically.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. And that's all I'm gonna do.
That's all you're gonna do? Okay. Right. Shimmer. Roll a d10.
Yeah.
See what. Okay. Let's see now. I actually have to check confusion again, so that means I go back to the Booker's character sheet. Put this again. Let's see. You make a melee attack against a creature within range.
Okay.
You have 2 in range, so just do 1d2. Just do a d2. And it's literally going to be a coin flip. The top one is 1, one on your right is... And you're going to make a melee attack. If you have a tool to perform the melee attack, you will use it.
1 and 2 are high, 3 and 4 are low.
Okay. Yeah, so you hit 1. Make an attack roll. Gotta make your attack roll. Attack a roll.
I'm not used to making attack rolls.
Not the non-spell kind, anyway.
Quiet you.
Quiet. Quiet with you and your clever words. How dare you? Right.
Strength plus proficiency?
If you're proficient with the weapon you're using. If you're not proficient with the weapon you're using, then it's going to be just a strength roll. So a d10, a d20 plus your strength modifier.
I'm proficient with shield, so.
Well, if you're proficient with shield, you're proficient with like... Yeah, you only have a shield in your hand, so that's what you're using.
I'm imagining that's a hit.
That's a hit. You're just using your shield, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's going to be just a 1 plus your modifier then. So 1 plus your strength modifier.
Bonk.
So, 3 damage?
You do 3 damage to the one in front of you. Just bash it with the shield.
Yeah, 3 damage.
Nice.
And you have advantage on wisdom saving throws now
There you go.
because we forgot.
I
So
now
make
make
a
my
wisdom saving
wisdom at the end of my
throw,
turn.
advantage. Yep.
Wow!
Really?
That confusion cell is the fucking MVP.
Fucking hell.
Hellhound isn't doing anything. Nazdo, roll a
dead.
d. It's dead.
Hey, Delmara, can I borrow somebody else's dice for a while?
Sure.
I'll take all your bad dice.
You offered to take people's diseases, Nemo. Let's see. On a 2
Catch
to a 6, the
my
creature does nothing. So you do nothing.
What is your
Nazdo,
wisdom?
I am a boogeyman now.
Nazdo, make a wisdom saving throw with advantage at the end of your turn.
I'm smart.
Yay!
You are no longer confused at the end of your turn. Because people,
Oh, man.
everyone around him is like, how do we know if he's I fucking cut? Okay, he's back.
I mean, I'll be honest, that was kind of fun. I could just do nothing.
And that's when the bearded devils go, oh shit.
Oh shit, it woke up.
Hello?
Beat the shit out of it! Beat the shit out of it!
Hey, I don't like you.
Okay, that one misses. This one here is going to do this and flank. So it's going to like step up there and then over here to get a flanking attack on you.
Doesn't that provoke an attack of opportunity from Buckley?
Might do. Roll you 2d6.
Oh, right, because, yep.
So that's 19. Still up.
Balls.
Okay, move that there. That's going to be fun. Those two have made their attack rolls. Now Buckley, the one that's going to try and... just give me a second. Yeah, I just had to put a bunch more shit on. Buckley, does a 21 hit you?
No.
Miss. And no, the other one misses as well. 2 strikes that you miss. Okay. And that is the end of this initiative, this round of combat. Buckley, you see the circle above you? Complete.
Right.
And zoom, as you see 3 figures appear in the space. One of them is in heavy clad armor with a death mask on, wielding out a large curved blade. The other is in a suit of armor forged from the scales of gold and silver dragons.
Ah, shit.
A human, old human, and a fucking iron.
Oh.
Iron what, sorry?
Oh.
Guan Chi
shit.
Santel.
It's our buddies.
Oh.
I really thought it was someone else then, and I almost panicked.
You're like, wait! No, it is
Yeah, no,
Leo Crow,
that's why I
Yanero,
was like-
and the Iron Golem.
I had a feeling it was gonna be fine. It was just like, right.
So now I get to add them now that they're here. Because as they're teleporting, you just hear Leo Crow go, what do you mean we're being... Oh, that's +5, so he goes on a 23. So actually, Guan, he goes immediately after you.
Yeah.
He has the alert feat. Because he is that kind of fighter. And let's see, Yanero. Oh, I just realized Yanero also has the alert feat. God damn it. I meant to click on Yanero for that one. So I just move this real quick. Let's see now. Yeah, Yanero.
Thanks, Buckley, for calling in help.
Yanero does not care. And then click on Golem, roll the initiative. Oh, they all get to go in a respectable. No. Leokra has that moment of, wait, what do you mean? And then just Yanero's already like, I kill this. Rushes in, has the katana out. Great weapon strike. +10 to that, that's 26. I'm just 20. Surprisingly, something survives a strike from him.
That doesn't happen very often.
Don't worry, he's got another one. And that one, yeah, kills him outright. It cuts his head clean off, stabs him through the chest, cuts there, and he's going to move, and that's his turn. Lyrica looks around at you guys and everything. Goes, what's going on? And, well, he's not going to do anything else right now. Grunt, if you want to respond to him, you can.
Fun!
Okay,
And
Grunt, it's your turn.
I'll just look into the beautiful face of my wife and just smile gently before smacking it square on the bridge of...
Go ahead. I take it you're going reckless for this.
Nope.
Oh no, you're going controlled. Well, that's still 22.
My wife, she's nice.
Grunt just like does always over 20 damage, just consistently. You roll like a fucking madwoman and you wonder why my NPCs are terrified. Okay, real quick, I just have to refresh this. Is that all you're gonna do? You just shout fun?
Yeah, and I've smacked that guy in the face a couple of times, and yeah, I'm fairly...
You're quite happy with that. Okay, that's fair. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Remove this. Update this. Should have done this earlier, Jared. You had a full day. You.
Wow.
Nice. Okay, he's not gonna do that yet.
I give it a solid 8.
He looks about. Alright, I can get behind that. And just charges forward, pulling out a great sword from his back. And I can only really describe this as looking like Guts' sword. In regards of, this sword is way too big for this man, but then you remember this guy's 5'4", so he's short as hell, wielding a big-ass sword. Something that Grunt would use in 2 hands. And he's going to...
Claire was better.
Wow.
Rush forward, 2 great sword attacks, chop chop. No, he rolls an 11. Misses. Rolled a 2, really. And yeah, no, he doesn't have advantage because Shimmer, you have not yet broken out. And does he hit on the second one? I have to check. No, he actually doesn't. He runs forward and swings twice, but the beast dodges out of his way twice as he does.
Wow.
Still getting used to having 2. And the Bloodstar beasts now seeing a new threat. I have to make an intelligence check. No, this is going. Shimmer, what's your Oh wow, I just realized something. They're still going to attack Shimmer, but both those guys have Sentinel. So one of them gets a swing at one of them each.
Oh.
So Leo Crow first great sword strike. That's a 26. So now he hits. And he rolls like dog shit on the damage. And he
By the
can't
way,
be-
when these guys are dying, are they disappearing or staying in the plane?
they are just like bloodied corpses on the ground more than
Yeah, it's working.
Their
It is
souls are
working.
being taken by the death. God.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, that was just...
yeah, it ain't
confirming
going
that.
fucking anywhere. And now it's Yanero. Gets to do a surprising nobody. Yanero still cuts bitch. Okay, they both get to make 2 attacks, but you take what's your AC?
18.
Okay, one of them misses, and the other one hits you for 6 points of slashing.
Hey.
And that's their turn. Del, roll a d10.
8.
I actually have to check. Fuck, I have to go back to... Every time I'm back to this thing. Let's see. You do nothing on your turn because there is no creature within reach for you to stab.
Okay.
Okay. Chain
Yeah,
Devil.
makes-
15.
You are no longer confused.
Thank you.
You show up now, and you now are focusing in, and you're looking in. Yanero? Crow? Go.
Ugh. What the?
When did you guys get here?
What the fuck just happened?
How's the face of my wife looking?
It's regretting life and regretting trying to be your wife. So it's gonna try and literally pull itself up. You just watch as the chains just like clicking into like sections on the wall and begins trying to pull itself up the wall. You do get to make a sentinel attack. No matter what it does, you're gonna make an attack against it.
So is he trying to get away, is
He's
he?
trying to get away up the wall, yeah.
That seems ill-advised, but alright.
Doesn't really have many choices. Let's see, Chain Devil. That hits. And he basically doesn't go, so now he's just gonna make 2 chain attacks again.
Yep.
21 and a 20. He doesn't have flanking, so he doesn't get that crit. But he takes 6, and you take 6. You take 12 points total. 12 points slashing. And you are chained up by him.
That's already reduced?
That's already reduced, yeah. I get to use the gun. It's gonna go do golem thingies. So it's gonna step here. As it's walking forward, you just watch the bearded devils, which are meant to be fearless, indomitable warriors, go, oh shit.
Hey, he's in my way.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna hit him.
So he has a reach of 5 on the slam, so he's gonna slam the first one in front of him. That had 2 health left, and I'm just gonna do this. And then it's going to make a sword attack with a reach of 10. Because it's got a punch, but the sword is longer. So sword is going to try to smack this one. Hey guys, good news. The bearded devils are gone.
Hey!
Oh,
How's that fear going for these demons?
Yeah. Now the bearded devils aren't giving a fear or immunity. There's kind of a moment of going, well, the Bloodstar beasts are just mindless. But the Charing Devil, we're getting it big. And
Hi.
This point, you just see the head poke back up. Hey guys, how are you? Oh, fuck that. It just goes right the fuck back in. Pokes his head up like, hey, oh, no. And you just hear a whistle blowing as he steps back down, realizing, oh no, fuck.
I'm gonna shove that whistle up his ass.
This was the guy who used confusion that did the whistle. But
I'm gonna shove older whistles up their asses.
it's valid.
Hold on. Oh. Sorry. I will move up here.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello to this person.
Which one, the
Clever.
devil or the devil or beast?
Devil.
Roll your additional 2d. It's still up. You just walk up, bang in the face. You guys are just pummeling the shit out of them.
Yeah, now that
They are taking-
now there's less of them. It's easier.
Now there's less of them, and now there's a lot more muscle on your side.
Yeah.
Shimmer.
Some roll attempt to do something.
Oh yeah, you're still confused, aren't
Roll
Yeah,
a
that's why I said some roll attempt to do something.
You get to make an attack roll. Roll a d6. On a 3 and a 4, you hit Leo Crow. On a 1 or a 2, you hit one. Okay, you hit the beast that is between you and Yanero, so it is being flanked. So make a another d20 plus 7, I think it was. Proficiency plus your strength.
Yeah, I miss.
You can roll another one because you have advantage with, because there's 2 people trying to beat the shit out of it. And you bash it. So yeah, it does 3 points of damage to it.
This is a very large shield.
It is a large shield, and you just go whang. Nazdo, are you still confused?
No.
Okay,
Shimmer gets to see if he breaks out of the confusion.
yeah,
first.
make a wisdom saving throw with advantage. Go. Nazdo's like, I want kills. No. So Nazdo, Do you move towards the blood-starved beast that's between the golem and Buckley, shouting, mine, 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 mine?
I murder.
We'll see if you murder. Make your attack rolls. Move in and make your attack roll.
Fuck. I said... Can I there? No, I have to go there. Where am I going?
I don't know where you're going.
Oh yeah, all the bearded devils are dead. I get to remove that initiative roll.
I said...
What are you doing? Get back there. That one's still
I... murder.
Well, you hit, but you don't murder. Now it's dead. As it dies, you just watch that puff of poisonous gas emit out. When you hit it, it puffed out, and then you struck it again, and it puffed out once more. But you're all immune. The golem is definitely immune. So yeah, those puffs of poisonous damage that burst out when they get hit or hard enough or die don't do anything.
And now you yeet this fucker with my...
You're just gonna literally throw your hammer at it?
Fuck it.
Okay, there's gonna be a disadvantage. 5 feet away.
Oh well.
So roll again. You do hit, but we use the first damage modifier of 17.
Hey.
And now I'm gonna make Leo Crow and Gennaro make Constitution saving throws for the.
Weren't they at the Hero's Feast as well?
No, they weren't. Leo Crow succeeds because it's only a DC 10 thing. But now Gennaro. Yeah, they both succeeded. Nice. I was like, that's not Crumple's roll. God damn it, even I forgot. Yeah, they both succeed, so they don't take the poison damage. And now, so that's your turn.
I had to go pick up my...
You start walking over to pick up your hammer again. Okay,
Actually, I have movement.
You walk back over to get your hammer. Okay. Gennaro's gonna make a chop at this one in front of it.
Hey.
Well, if it didn't die from the actual hit, it's definitely dead because that's a Vorpal blade and it just got decapitated. Another not dead, but a great weapon master because that is a katana and that is a big fucking sword. That is a total of 19 damage. And both of them have to make another Constitution saving. Yeah, that time he rolled well. Leo Crow. No! Leo Crow actually takes a poison. He takes 11 points of poison damage. So. Okay, that's that turn. That's his turn. Grunt.
Hello, my little chain devil friend.
Grunt, it's really weird.
Oh wow, okay.
You never thought, Grunt, you never thought you'd see a chained devil or a devil express fear. But whilst it had a moment of consciousness and existence left.
So you cut out after moments of consciousness.
It did.
Yeah,
It did
it's
have.
dead.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, that kind of fits too. It did have fear in its face when it died. But that's his turn. It's your turn.
I still have another attack and everything.
Do another
I'm gonna chuck the chain devil's body up here and use it as a fucking
Okay, make an
grappling.
athletics. You're trying to throw it 50 feet. Make an athletics check.
with
This will
advantage, 'cause
be
I'm
with
raging.
advantage because raging.
29.
You expect that in less though? I mean, not though.
I mean, you could always throw me if you want to.
You could throw. There's several people you could do. I mean, there was the old Hellwalker strategy of throw Leocro at. You know, it's like Wolverine. You just Captain Ball him and fuck him at something.
Just
But you
grappling
throw-
hook. Now we've got a chain up.
Yeah, you
Go
throw
for
the
the
hook
eyes,
up.
boo.
The body now, tightens up against the side of the battlement, and you test it, and it is solid there. You could begin using your movement to go up if you wanted.
I mean, I just
No,
find it
wait
awesome.
at least this turn to see how everyone's else going, and I'll actually shout out, "In the keep!"
Leocro turns around. Wait, she's fucking talking now?
Yep.
Since when?
Since this morning.
Alright, fair enough. Oh, he gets to. Funnily enough, he gets to heal back at the start of his turn. Leocro does, because he is a champion fighter. As long as he is above half health. So he actually heals back the damage he just. And yeah, so that's a dead. And another con check from both of them as a. I stopped worrying about them with you guys because, well, you were succeeding. And Nico just barely succeeds with a 12. So this time they again don't take. Lyrico then proceeds to point his way over here to the golem and just points up looking at the golem.
Before he does that, go, 1 second, let me get to the door here. And I'm gonna just twat the fucking door.
Okay, let's see, Chain Devil.
Oh, we could have used that.
Yeah. You're still in combat because there are still enemies in your.
Right, I understand that.
So currently it is Dell's turn. Dell.
Cool.
You do see Buckley go once.
I mean,
If
I've
got a moment before he does that, I'll actually say no. Use the chain, then we can take this for. It'll be.
I don't know. I mean, we can go either way, really.
I need to pick up my hammer.
Not so you can go pick up your hammer. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, baby.
He picks it up and kisses it.
I gotta.
Constitution saving throw, which you don't have to worry about because
Poison
there's
resistant.
poison.
Yeah.
Poison. No, it's poison immunity, but yeah, you just basically licked blood-starved blood.
Okay, I guess I'll try. I guess I'll try climbing the chain.
Okay, not difficult for you to do because you're trying to pull yourself.
Not difficult for me because of my thief ability.
Oh yeah, you literally just because you have the thief ability. You usually have great posture just going up, so you just literally run up, grab the chain.
Aren't they?
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They are barbed, which is why Grunt doesn't have an issue because she's just holding it and
that'll
walking
hurt.
up. But yeah, you will hurt if you use it.
Yeah, that's not. No, if it's barbed, I'm not a fan of that. Hey, Grunt, I'd actually prefer the alternate method if I'm honest, because that looks sharp.
I'll go in and open the door.
Oh, I meant the other alternate method.
Fine.
I mean, it's the golem's turn now, and it just like puts the sword into the ground and just cups Leocro under its left hand and looks towards you, Del, with an arm open.
Okay, and I'll step on its hand and brace for impact.
Leocro looks towards you. Don't worry, I've done this literally hundreds of times, and it's clearly not damaged my head at all.
No comment.
By the way, even though he has like the big sword that's like 6 foot long, he does put a knife in his mouth as he's getting ready to go. Like, and
He just wants to be a swashbuckler.
Oh, you've no idea how long this guy's been at sea. Fucking loves it. I mean, he's from Rothaven. Launch! Del, you go up probably 10, 15 foot too high. Mirko just barely keeps his ass up into it. But you both land up here. And the golem begins making its way towards the door.
I've been playing Breath of the Wild. I've been playing Breath of the Wild lately.
That's why I was like, don't worry, golem. I'll get the door for you.
If the golem could express consideration for your generosity, it probably would.
See, I've been playing Breath of the Wild lately, so I literally just the mental image of being launched like 30, 40 feet in the air. It has happened to me a lot the last few days playing Breath of the Wild, just being exploded into the air.
You watch as the golem like picks up the greatsword into its right arm, and its left arm just like the hand unhinges, and there just seems to be just an empty hole on its hand, and it just aims it at the door. Not about to blow it, but just seeing like, I'm waiting for something to poke its head out.
Good.
Okay. Del, do you want to be happy?
Yeah, what can I see?
You see the battlements here, and Leocro just moves up into here, and as you do, you just hear it coming up the stairs again. Alright, now what's going on this shit? And Leocro just looks between you and it. And
Shank. Get shanked.
Great Weapon Master, 2 strikes from him. So that's a 20 to hit, and that's a 15 to hit. Does the 15 hit Ulinas? No, it doesn't, but the 20 will. So...
Oh, well, I rolled a 1, so fuck that.
Bonus action.
That's true.
Actually, no, you only hold your action. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. You get to shank him. Do it. Go on, shank.
Let me hurt him. We're gonna hurt him so bad.
So Leocrow does 29 points of damage. You do 29 and 27. What's his health again? Ooh, 20. What was that again? 25 and 29. That goes to 54.
I mean, if you want, in the sake of fairness, I can not take my turn next turn because we're the initiative.
Nah, I said you would have waited for the opportunity to stab somebody.
Alright.
Let's be honest, it's them. You're waiting for any chance to stab them. So 75. Ooh! Ooh, yeah, he does not like you guys. As he like turns up, looks, sees you guys. Oh shit! And just shink, stab, greatsword strike into the arm. And he has a moment of like turning to run. And he's going to try and run away now. He's going to try and dash away. Oh shit! And he's going to just straight up turn it to run. So hey, guess what, Del? Get an attack. Well, you held your reaction to do your reaction here. As did Leocrow.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that held action's a reaction.
So you
yeah,
both did it.
We don't get an attack of opportunity. That's fair.
So no, you just basically got to shank the bastard, and he went fuck and just ran.
But I have a gun.
Not your turn, Mr. Gunman. It's not your turn.
But yeah,
I
you
have a gun.
You didn't declare to use your gun.
I have
so shush.
2.
So now he's gonna run back down.
Poor Nosdo, he just wants to get involved.
Lurker looks at you. Will I go Harry and go down there and say hi? I want to go Harry and go down there.
On your head be it.
He just watches already his fangs, his canines, just begin extending. Like, gets to be dug up soon. Luckily, somebody made a construct and put it in your way. How fucking dead.
Cracks knuckles.
Shatter multiplier, which means that is just 19 damage.
Yeah.
You just swing and you just watch as like a large portion of the gate in front of you just buckles inward as it buckles inward. Does anyone else want to do anything, or will we just wait till it gets around to either the golem or Grunt going up, like the golem throwing somebody, or Grunt going up, or like Nosdo or somebody waiting to be thrown up by the golem, or is the door going to be your main option?
I mean, the door is my main option.
Yeah, I'm going to go through the door. I couldn't even lift the door now if I wanted to. Now that's bent that way.
You could probably rip the door. Like, you could probably rip the gate, definitely.
I'm just gonna, point the hammer forward, take a step back, then charge forward. I'm a fucking battering ram.
Okay. It'll be a... I like how I say it'll be a difficult DC, and then I realize you rolled a 29 last round. But first, Shimmer and Nosdo, do your movements, do your actions, whatever.
Is Shimmer still confused?
Shimmer's no longer confused.
Hey!
Oh, I slap him anyway.
Oi!
What, do you get a do you get a step ladder?
I slap him in the junk.
Also,
I mean, I do have skills down there, you know.
It's alright. I've got full plate.
there. I'm like Eric Andre whenever he's like, "Let me in!
Let me in!"
So yeah, after that, I'm just going to proceed towards the door with the others.
Yanero, realizing that this is going to be more fun, goes this way. He's going to actually step here and hold his action. Either the golem or Grunt's going through the door first, and he doesn't want to be in either of their way.
Yeah. Is anyone else coming up?
Yanero actually looks at the golem and goes, "A moment."
Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
Okay, Grunt, guess what, buddy? It's your turn.
2 reckless great. Well, I don't have great weapon master. Just reckless.
2 reckless strikes at the door with your siege damage. No. Yes. You buckle in the door a bit more, but not enough to really, tear it down. It's buckled in. That's your turn. There's heavy iron doors, and you're basically just beating the iron into the door. So, bear that in mind. Okay.
All right, I'm going to use my movement to climb the chain to get out of the way of.
Okay, so you get 30 foot up, and for every 5 foot, you take up 2 points of it. So basically, you take 5 points of piercing damage just using the chain.
I've got 40 foot of movement.
40 foot of movement, and it's 50 foot high. So instead, you will take 7 points of piercing. And you're not out of the way yet, so we'll just, go back down to where you were, please. I'm actually not going to
Sorry, I was
move.
doing health.
Yeah, no, you're okay. Let's see. I'm going to keep Leo Crow, but I'm just going to move him all the way over here. Out of the way. Because he is going to shape change. And he smiles at you before, with a big fangy, toothy grin, before going down. And just you hear, and you hear, oh shit!
Contented smile.
Funny enough, that's probably the sound Yulinas makes. As he gets crit.
Oh dear.
Yahoo!
I actually, oh god, that's a lot of numbers. That's 27 and 30. It goes 27 to 36 to 40 to 50 with a great weapon master. Woo! You just hear, no! Don't think Yulinas is getting up. So, there's that. Somewhere between the ledges and the stairways and all that, Yulinas is fucking dead. Delmara, still gonna wait?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeet. On the golem's turn, you see an arrow in keeping his posture perfectly, just comes up and just lands out in front of you. We'll go down together. He already ran off, didn't he?
Yes.
Not surprising. And the golem then aims at the door with its left arm. And is going to use the big fucking gun that they got given, because it is big fucking gun thing.
Hopefully I haven't left enough of a path for it.
You guys just kind of duck a little bit out of the way as a literal cannonball shoots out of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, the door's gone. You just hear Novsto and Grunt and Buckley, your ears are fucking ringing. Shimmer, so is yours. And Del, you and Yunero both had that moment where you're just shook for a second as the gate is literally busted inward. And thankfully, the creature inside here is immune to non-magical attacks. Otherwise, it would have taken 54 for the fucking... But let's open up the map. And before I open this up, I have to ask, do you guys want to continue a bit more, or will you guys be content to leave it after this point?
Is this an ideal point to leave? If we continue, how long are we going to be going for?
You could be going for... Well, considering you've got allies, you might not be going for too long, but you still got a long time. You'd probably be going to at least midnight. But it would be okay to end it here, too.
I do
Probably
not
best
mind.
to call it. I
I
know
do not
people
mind.
are in different countries, and
Okay,
I'm
gonna
good,
say-
but
I'm going to
mean-
do the description and then we'll end it.
The Americans
Oh.
are fine. I'm just saying.
You bust open the door gets busted open, and everyone on the ground level, you look in, and you see the orc that you saw before, the orc shaman, stood in the middle of the room, working on what is currently a small portal, with somebody that Shimmer, you have the skull of around your hip.
Ah, there she is.
They're both working on a portal that's like currently 10 foot wide. And they're both stepping away from it as they're like making it wider and wider. And as they do, you just see one massive hand, large bestial hand. From the pits of this tomb, we call you back now, beast. Come back to this moment and serve your masters. Come, beast of this tomb. Come, Vuneth. Come, Koristro.
Oh shit.
No. Stop it.
Put it back!
Get some help.
And that is where we're going to end the session.
Oh dear!
Don't
Hey,
be
That
demons,
thing back
kids.
where you found it, or so help me.
Hey guys, don't
Put that
worry.
thing back where you found it, or so help me.
So help me! So help me! So help
Help
me!
me.
and cuss. We're gonna end the stream there.
Yeah.
I think we can have another session next week. I think.
We'll find out together, kids.
Hey, we'll keep you posted. Until then, take care of each other, and hope we don't fucking die to Garisha.
Our feet aside.
It's fine.
It's
Let's go.
fine.
Bucky's just gonna banish it back immediately, like, no.
Punt.
Alright, guys, you got an iron golem to tank it.
That's true. Bye
Well,
bye.
Bye.
Look,